up my stream deck, they would hear us, and they now hear us.
The camera when I have it over there, so I kind of got to move it back to my old spot from there. I thought it was better over there. 1 second, everyone. Last minute adjustments.
Wow! Make this choice as we go live. We've been sitting in the background for 10 minutes.
Well, I've been
and now he chooses to fucking do it.
I moved the camera over here, so I need to have it like here. So sorry for being unprepared, but it's the best way to start the disaster stream. Hello, everyone. Welcome back to Nat Disaster.
Very on brand.
A month and a half hiatus of just not being able to fit the sessions in.
Yay, life.
Yeah, life. But I have a couple life experiences and stuff like that, so that's the good stuff going on. But we're back. I am the DM here, the Disaster Master, Brian Creevy, coming here to deliver session 33 in the Misfit Warrior campaign. We're getting there, guys. We're gonna match the heist sessions eventually.
See, I've been numbering these ones as this is session 6 in my brain.
Session 6 of season 3 of the Misfit Warriors, but I number in my scripts like 1 through 33 just because seasons get too confusing.
You gotta move your mic. You're really loud.
I'm really loud.
You're not too loud, but maybe if hearing on stream is a little bit different.
I'll move my mic.
Production manager Casey, let us know if he sounds better.
I didn't even know I was loud. Of course, I was screaming earlier. Admittedly, I was screaming.
Just so we can test out your audio levels, let's start with introductions over at our tech paladin. I think should be on this way on the screen.
Yeah. Next time, let's not do that while I'm trying to eat a Pop-Tart. Like, I was literally putting it in my mouth.
When you're eating. I will always do it when you're eating.
I'm Colin Rose. I play Bracket, Rain, and Greg, right? And Altuk.
Yeah.
Well, we're just gonna focus on Bracket right now.
Yeah, I know, but I play those characters. I just want to remember all of them with everyone. I've been doing it for disaster casts, but I want to do it here on the main thing because I do play all those characters. But I'm playing Bracket right now. Bracket's smacking things with his shield, or at least pretending to.
Yeah.
Such a weird visual. Just.
He needs to practice.
Need to get that shield mastery.
I have a wizard, so that way I can command the wizard to fireball me, and he'll be like, "Are you sure? Don't worry, I'm fine."
Fireball me. Are you sure? It's okay. I got a shield. Okay.
I have to. No choice. It's the only way to survive.
Spamming in Zelda, like, you know how you can like roll to go places faster.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's what I imagine.
It's just this random hero just doing somersaults throughout all of the land of Hyrule.
Yeah.
Yep. Same vibe.
But yeah.
Well, that's actually the whole Bracket vibe, isn't it? That's the whole like 3/4 of his writing.
Mm-hmm. Well, let's toss this fireball intro over to the wizard with daddy issues.
What up, guys? I'm Andrew. I am playing Oliver Evangrove, the portal wizard with daddy issues. Come to think of it, he does have mommy issues too, so he really just has parental issues.
That's not issues though.
And issues with authority, and
he has he has a lot of issues that we're going to work through.
He's the portal wizard with issues.
Yeah, we're going to work through those.
Just millennial coded.
Just a normal, your average millennial.
And his parents were Gen X, but magic.
But yeah. We're gonna hopefully work through those issues as we go through the campaign. But yeah, let's do this shit.
All right.
Then being a therapist called it a campaign. Hey, I'm not judging.
And then we have back in the note taker role after being gone for a while. We have Vicky.
Hi, I'm Vicky. I was still the note taker during the heist. Let's be honest here.
Well, because I need someone to take my notes. We know I'm not writing shit down. I'm just going to try and hope I remember it.
It went from good notes to like decent notes, but in lieu of just no notes. So
Yeah, there were some real silly things written down in there, though.
Vicky, I'm
I
rewatching the
am-
heist sessions, and your
Yeah.
first notes as Andy were everybody's favorite colors.
Yes, yes, they sure were. Yeah, I am playing Nock. They are a halfling quarter orc ranger with a giant owl. Having some abandonment issues going on right now.
Hey, let's do. Let's.
Hey,
go.
issues.
Everything is fine,
Everything is awesome.
which is how I'm doing right now. So at least I'm in character.
Got all these mounting responsibilities on you while everybody's disappearing from your life.
This is so fun. I thought we made a whole oath, but okay.
And then, last but not least, blowing in on the chaotic wind, the majestic beard himself.
sup. Playing Yamakasi, and can't remember what the fuck I was doing on this wagon ride of silliness, I guess. I don't know. Yeah.
I think
You were
taking a
riding your
short
turtle.
rest. Oh,
Good. What'd you say?
I thought you were taking a short rest.
What did
While riding
Brian
your
say?
turtle. While riding your turtle.
Oh, my turtle is summoned?
It was. You have desummoned it because you've run out of river.
Yeah, you just desummoned him.
Okay. Yeah, that tracks. Okay.
And then you got in the
Thanks.
cart, and then we began going.
Cool.
And
Yeah.
this is our Misfit Warrior crew coming on here. We have Jinrash being a NPC hosted by me today. So we got that going on. But yeah, not much as for Nat disaster news, other than I have a temporary monitor while I've got approved for my other monitor that shit the bed to be replaced under warranty. So yay, free new monitor
Nice.
coming my way. Con that it's no longer blindingly white, but it still is a little blindingly white, as you can see by the palms of my hands here.
Hey, is it flickering
Not
yet? Or has it
hey.
not been on long enough?
I tried to change the contrast, but I'm not.
Yeah, I was
Great
about to
at
say,
tech.
you do know that you can adjust those settings, right?
I tried. I couldn't find them. I went to display settings and there was no
There's
like
not a display
brightness
setting.
adjustment.
It's on the OSD of the monitor.
Oh, I don't know where that is.
I don't remember how to get to it on that monitor from the top of my head because I haven't used
guess
it in
I'm
2
just-
years.
I'm just gonna be whitewashed today. Just
It's
white
fine.
That's
trash.
all right. Don't talk about my friend that way.
Oh yeah. I love saying that shit. I love being like, don't talk about my friend like that.
Honestly, I think you're the one who
So
got me to
good.
start saying it, but I've gotten Will, and Marley of my other campaigns group, and then Bethany, and I'm sure Avery will pick it up because I say that to him all the time when he like
It's just
yells
it's so
at
funny.
Bethany. Yeah, I'll be like,
Yeah.
"Don't talk to my wife that way." He gets a kick out of it.
That's my wife.
Hi.
Yeah. It's just so funny because like it's a good reminder to not like talk negatively about yourself, but it's also like in a fun way.
Yeah, it's also like a good excuse to say that you love someone. You know.
Yeah.
Hey, I love you
Yeah.
enough to tell you to knock that shit off. But
Yeah.
Alex,
But we're excited to bring another session your way. Everybody out there who is celebrating Thanksgiving, have a happy Thanksgiving. Hopefully, the dinner tables are not controversial this time around.
Oh, that's
Hopefully,
Yeah,
things.
yeah.
highly unlikely. Highly unlikely.
Yeah.
We
Just
can
try to enjoy
dream,
the
Harold.
holiday.
We
We're
can
just-
dream,
Enjoy the
Harold.
holiday. Go on walk. You
We
know?
just want to have a nice time in the woods, go to our cool little observatory place, talk to the guy. I don't know. Didn't really think that far past that.
Anywho,
That's
all
not
right,
Brackett's
anytime.
job.
Talk to a guy in the woods.
Yeah, Brackett's just winging it at this point. He's like, I don't know.
But without
I've been told I can
further-
save the world. I'll go try.
Without further ado, let's let tonight's disaster unfold.
Wait, but I have further ado.
Further ado, then.
I was just kidding. I just wanted to say I have more ado.
How much ado
Sorry.
do you have?
So
Dude.
much. He literally just
Much
starved for
ado about
adult
nothing.
attention. Seriously.
I don't have much ado. I have a lot to do, but but previously on Nat Disaster, Misfit Warriors. The Misfit Warriors, after surviving and defending Zaitalia's promise and getting with the Niauchi Care guard of
With
Ladris.
90% of Nat Disaster surviving.
You all were tasked to meet up with the merchants of the town, Trell, Maka, and Fen, both all three to meet up and let them know that the guard do want to strike kind of deals with them, as they have reported being cut off from Zista City in the wake of the impending storm that Yamakausi, formerly Eileen, had brought upon the city. Getting
I'd say
leading
my bad and be like let off. You know,
It's
like,
okay, you're not that guy
Jeez.
anymore, remember? You changed names, changed personalities, you're good.
You're gonna get to Zista and you have like 5 personas they're looking for, and you're just not that guy at the time.
It's only 3 personas they know about.
But leading Maka and Fen over to one of the bars and inns of Ladris, Knock, Bracket, and Jinrash going inside, getting drinks, reserving a table outside while waiting for Trell. Yamakausi and Oliver went and took a little break over near the pond in that section of Ladris, where he began summoning his steed Yertle. But during that summoning, him and Oliver kind of just talking a little bit about the El Chaos fragments and other sorts of magical stuff going on in their lives. While that was going on, the merchants did all meet up, and they discussed that the guard do want to make this deal with them, letting them know kind of what they feel the vibe is of that, but how the guards do want them to meet up to draw up official contracts as well. You guys ended up going over and partnering with the rest of the council over at City Hall, going there to see if getting the actual formal letter over for the Queen and requesting a copy of that to be ready for yourself once you come back from your trip up to the astronomer. So you can kind of prepare yourself for the contents of the inside when delivering it down to Zista. While that was happening, Yamakausi ended up going over to the stables to try to get your cart, and while waiting for it, found out that that Non actually had gotten a special cart acquisitioned for your group and the special tasks that you guys have been assigned with. By the time Bracket and Knock and Oliver caught up with them, ended up getting the cart out and found out it is a magical cart that you guys now, a covered wagon too, so you're now shielded from the rain during your travels, upgrading, living that high life now, guys.
But then
And
we can't have our cool anime pictures of us on our carriage going through the woods in the rain, all
We
looking
can sit
stoic.
on top of the roof.
There are windows, okay?
I'm just being a pain in the butt. Because we're just all a group of characters of issues.
Actually,
trying our
unless
best.
you're sticking your head out the window, the characters on the inside wouldn't be seen, which goes over to their magical capabilities of this cart, as if you carve your name on the cart, it is something where while you are inside the covered section of the carriage, you are invisible to those looking in from the outside. Being inside, you are not completely invisible, but extra like advantage on stealth, like if they do come inside to look, but invisible from any forces looking in from the exterior. getting this cart.
2 questions?
Sure.
1, does the mending cantrip fill in your name and make it so that you are liable to be seen?
Yes, if you cast the mending cantrip over your name, it'll completely erase it, restoring the wood to its form before you carved your name, and you will no longer be under the protection of that invisibility spell.
Okay, that's pretty neat. So I can change my name. That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
Yes.
2,
I think about you, Callum. No worries.
I appreciate that. I really do. Like, honestly, because I'm not even
Actually-
sure that, like, once we leave the astronomer, I'll still be Yamakasi. Like, I don't know.
How are you
Dies
gonna
one more
find
time.
her?
Dude, I don't know, but I'm
His
worried.
vibes, he knows. The vibes are there. He can feel it.
Yeah, it seems too easy. It seems too easy. So either the Gandits are going to show up and we're going to get fucking murdered that way. Like, I don't know. My second question is, does the magic of the cart interact with the magic of my boon that hides my rings?
Interact? I don't really think so. No.
Okay,
I
so
don't
it's
see
not
why
like
they would.
cancel out, cancels the canceling kind of deal. Like
This invisibility cancels out this invisibility, so you become visible. Yeah, that'd be hilarious, but no, that's not how the
No,
math
you become
works.
double invisible.
You can't
I
even
wanted to
see
make sure.
yourself.
So, that should be funny
I'm not
when
worried
you
about
just.
me so much as Blinky. Like,
Mhm. No,
but
you
like
are all
also,
good.
I just want to make sure. Do my due
So
diligence.
After carving your names into this new cart and leaving your previous cart in the stables, you guys headed north, up the path to the windmill, where Maka gave a little heads up that they know of an astronomer up there who may be able to help pinpoint the exact location as to where the starfall is going to occur in the grasslands in a couple of days' time. Traveling up northwood, with some downtime activity. Bracket doing some shield thrusts inside the cart. Yamakasi floating on Yertle's back, following the cart up the river as far as it can go, taking a short rest. Oliver studying the book that Yamakasi ended up giving him as a gift, something that could enhance his magical capabilities and intellect. And Nock using finally back in their element with Vane going and flying to try to retrieve some of the bushels of Springe's shadow that they do need to cast Yamakasi's spell that could liberate Zista City, or at least assist in the chaotic nature of the storm that is ravaging its city. After about 2 hours of travel, you guys did approach the bridge that splits up at the northern path, taking the right path leading over the top of the grasslands and leading up towards the main pathway to Sil Kalduar, the dwarven city, and the left path over the bridge, which is the direction in which our heroes needed to go. While drunkenly driving the cart, Jinrash makes it over the bridge, and all of our perceptive characters get a little tingle on the back of their neck. Yamakasi being the first, looking up into the sky and seeing dozen, maybe 2, winged, clawed, and thorned creatures flying in the air. You guys saw a bunch of manticores, approximately 2 dozen, hard to count as they are pretty high up in the air, flying in a northwest direction. Kind of similar in the direction which you all are traveling in. And that is where we ended last month's session. But before we get into this night's session, one quick other recap. A recap of session 0 for Bracket, Jinrash, and Naresh. So all the way back in 2019, before we have filmed our first session, Bracket exited the Shrine of Time, new to this world as he had just appeared. He was greeted from above the cliff as he came out of the Shrine of Time, by a Yanti pureblood named Zaishi. looking down at him from above the cliffside that the Shrine of Time is built into. With shoulder-length, thin black hair that covers his right eye, he was sitting in a Adirondack chair at the top of the cliff and says, "Looks like everyone is on time." Before standing up and closing the book he was reading, he picks up and places a straw hat on his head before looking down at Brackett, pointing over to Naresh, Jinrash, and Arik coming around the northern bend. Brackett then heard Zaishi whisper, an inconsistency. Noted, and flips his book open to write something inside. After introductions, Zaishi says, "It seems the gods have new plans. I have some rereading to do." But before he gets that due out, was cut off by a group of kobolds running out of holes carved into the side of the alcove where the Shrine of Time is in, and running down in to the Shrine of Time. Zaishi telling our early heroes that this is a sacred shrine to the goddess of light and time, Xylia, and has them go after the troublesome creatures. After for their first battle as a team, and our paladin splattering one kobold against the wall with a thunderous smite, and gathering some of the oil that was down there. Our
We
heroes
stole
emerged.
most of it.
Yeah, our heroes emerged from the shrine, and the sun was rising once more, indicating to them that somehow a full day had passed since they entered the shrine only 15 or so minutes ago. Zaishi was sitting in his watch chair, and Arik came sleepily out of Zaishi's windmill as he had stayed the night with him. And before parting ways, Zaishi had said to our heroes, "Time has a funny way of nudging us to where we need to be. We are all a part of a plan. That is what I believe. Time brought you all here at the same moment, and I do not believe time is done nudging you toward your roles in this plan." And then our heroes traveled south, leading them into the preservation celebration and all the disasters that unfolded since. So, our session
You should say
resumes
time more.
as you. What?
I think you should say time a couple more times, just in case.
Time.
So that way the word
time,
means nothing
time.
by the end of this goddamn campaign.
That's
Time,
the trick. Take the power
the
away from the
master
enemy.
time writer, the Shrine of Time, the Goddess of Time. I like time, guys.
The hero of light
We're
and
running out of time.
Yeah. The Clockwork Forest.
Everything is heavily time-based if you guys haven't caught up on that yet.
And multiverse theory stuff.
But our session resumes with the group watching these 24 manticores flying further in the northwest direction. What do you all do?
Do
No,
I
I bet you can
know?
hit some of those with your longbow.
I probably could. Do I know of things that are in that direction, like anything that they could be flying towards?
Roll a survival check, as you know the lay of the land pretty well.
Ooh.
Do I know anything about the behavior of manticores? Is it? I assume that it's pretty odd to see a bunch of them like that together, but is there any?
I rolled a natural one, but I'm a halfling, so.
Hey.
We rolled out. Yeah.
That's a lot better. That's a 22.
22. Okay. So up in that area, you do know leads to the northern portion of the Shade Shower Forest, known as the Dark Shade, which is to the western portion of the Southeast Lumberyard. So they're kind of going in that direction, and which leads up to the Blood Ashen Trail, which is the trail that winds between the Duress Province's westernmost mountains, which are known as the Bleeding Eyes.
Sorry, what part of the Shade Shower Forest did you say? The
Dark Shade. And Yamakowski, roll a nature check.
Okay. Be 1 second. I gotta do my skills.
Yamakowski is getting so much easier to say. When you first introduced it, I was like, fuck, okay. But Yamakowski.
I mean, honestly,
Yamakowski.
I wasn't quite sure how to say it either. So, like, it takes.
I think we
it
all
takes some time.
figured it out in that session together.
The problem is that it's the double L, and like it really looks like it wants to be like a llama.
Llama.
Yeah.
But I decided
Llamakowski.
like that first time that I wrote it, I was like, it can't be Llamakowski because
It can't
like
be llama. Yeah, I mean, we just call you llama all the time.
If we would, hey, yeah, Llama Man, what's up?
no, and like shortened, it should be Kowsey. Just saying, it should be
Yeah.
Kowsey. Just saying.
Yeah.
Okay, okay, Llama Man.
Llama Man. All right, you know what? Bracket can call me Llama Man. That's fine.
So I know.
I think I have actually called you
Knock
Llama
would
Man
know
so far in this.
that that the Vipilmers are kind of in their area. Is that correct?
So
Kind
the
of up in that
Vipilmers
way?
and the decaying vein forest can be accessed if you go through the Blood Ashen Trail that
Yeah.
leads over to the next province in the northern directions,
Okay.
which you roll a history check. And Callum, hold on to that nature check. I'll get to that as soon as
Yeah,
this
no
is
worries.
done.
Take your time.
History is not my strong suit. 4.
4. You honestly don't know much about the landscape above the Blood Ashen Peaks. You do know the decaying vein forest resides up there, as well as the Silent Hollow where Naresh is from. But other than that area is pretty foreign to you.
Okay.
Yamakowski?
21.
21. So on the behavior of manticores, so yes, as established in the previous session, you do know a little bit about manticores from your time at the sea. As manticores, there are manticores native to land, but there are also manticores that travel across the sea.
Those
You
rat
do
bastards.
know you do know it is very common for them to travel in packs, especially when going across far distances. Once
Okay.
they do land, they typically go and find their own places and domains. But when they do travel in packs together. So it's not uncommon to see something like this. But definitely this is the first time you're seeing it not across the seas.
Okay. I'm gonna definitely like note it and be like, that could be trouble.
Jinrash even looks up and takes a swig as he gets across the bridge and just like, oh, that can't be good.
I don't know
You
anything
said
about
it.
manticores.
He kind of like takes his like alcohol, his flask, and kind of like lines it up with the manticores, and then notices like it's going in the same direction that you all are going in.
Yeah. You said 12 of them?
About 2 dozen.
24 of them.
2 dozen. Are they all fully grown?
Roll a perception check. They are very far away. They're actually out of range of your longbow, so they are pretty far out of range right now.
Fair enough.
Just take pot shots at them at disadvantage. Fuck it, who cares?
No, Nock never needs to roll with disadvantage. They have sharpshooter, so their 600 feet is just a normal shot.
Yeah.
Okay, perfect.
That's a total of 8.
8. It's hard to tell from this distance. As best as you can tell, the dots or the specks of where you can see them, there are some that do look different size, but most of them look fully grown.
Okay.
Cool.
Is there anything? I guess I just rolled a pretty bad perception check. But is there anything from where they're flying from?
You do.
Like, is there anything chasing them away or something like that?
Or like a plume of smoke.
Yeah.
That's a separate perception check. Roll one more as you're looking in the direction that they were coming from.
Am I allowed to help with that since I am also looking?
Yeah, go ahead. Oliver, are
roll
you
that with
still
advantage.
inside? Have you come out at all to
Would
see?
you prefer to roll separately from me or give someone?
No, you. I do have a really good
Yeah.
perception, but I was figuring I would help you. That's fine.
I feel I would come out
Uh,
and see what the commotion is.
Honestly,
Okay,
after having relaxed and taken a short rest on the back of Yertle, like I'm probably just like looking through the windows. I mean, I saw the manicores, so like I saw them,
Yeah.
but like
That's
I'm
a
not-
19.
19. Okay.
Mhm.
Looking in the trajectory from where they're coming, you don't know if they've gone in a straight line or if they've diverted
Right.
their path at all.
Right.
But in their direct wake of where they're flying, you don't see anything chasing them or anything abnormal coming from that direction. So it would almost seem like not necessarily running away from something, but maybe traversing to somewhere else.
Mm.
Maybe a migration.
Hmm.
The
Interesting.
migration of the manticores.
so much prettier
Yeah,
when it's
I mean they
flying.
could. They're flying animals. They could migrate.
Yeah, you know what
I-
it probably is though. It's probably fucking this world's Saruman summoning a fuckload of them to like Mordor or something.
Can I make a nature check to see if I know what if these things are actually migrating?
Yeah, roll a nature check.
I have a +4 to nature.
Nice.
Doesn't matter though, because it's a 12.
Hey, that's still not bad.
Those are the biggest
three-
eagles I've ever fucking seen. Jesus Christ.
You do know that manticores from your general studies, in the Duress province, they're mainly only found within the Crescent Moon Kingdom, which is the desert area to the east. They don't necessarily stay near the kingdom itself, but within the boundaries of that kingdom. So they make home within the cliff faces and rock sides within the desert themselves.
Gotcha.
Not sure about anything about migrating to like a different area. As far as you know, with that nature check, they do just stay over in that area.
Seems sus to me, guys. We should
I mean,
probably keep
nothing
our.
we can do about it.
Well, yeah,
I
but
mean,
since we're going in that direction, if maybe they like are nearby when we get there, we could do something about that if we need to.
don't worry,
Oh.
guys. I'll keep a sharp eye out.
Clang, clang.
Thanks. I feel so
Bane,
reassured.
keep a sharp eye out.
All right, and you guys keep going forward.
Yeah.
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 Cool.
How much? How much? We're going to the astronomer, right? That's where we're going.
Yes.
Okay. How much longer until we get there? What? Where
A couple
exactly
of
are we on the-
hours. You've
couple-
never
okay.
been there before, but they did say about like a quarter day's travel. You've gone about like 2 hours so far, so probably a couple more hours to get there.
Gotcha. Okay. Okay.
What time is it right now?
Yes.
Time for you to get a watch.
Yeah, I should,
We
but I
have
don't have
one.
one.
I know.
You're about midday right now.
Hmm.
Okay. At midday, I'm going to interrupt Oliver's reading. Right,
How
we're
dare
still
you.
just traveling. Right, there's nothing going on.
Jinrash keeps moving the cart forward.
Yep. I was just I was just in the back reading my book.
I've
Hey,
now,
I
I've now
wanted to
swapped off
broach
out the
a subject
bottle
with you.
for a flask.
Depends on what the subject is, but go ahead.
Oh yeah, no, for sure. I want to teach you about this portal that I can do, and maybe help you learn how to do things about it. I had the idea recently while we were fighting those vampires, and honestly, I've seen you manipulate them, and this is the only one I can make. But I've done it two different ways.
Let's see what you can do.
Okay, so like right there in front of him, so I have to pull out my sword to do it. So I draw my sword and I point at his book in his hands. And I guess you have to make a strength save.
Ooh, I'm not good at those.
Bracket and Knock, are you inside the
Fantastic. I'm
carriage with
going
them
to
at
rip
this
that
time?
book out of your hands.
Ooh,
Oh, yeah?
I rolled a 17.
Oh yes.
Okay, so you have to. Shit, I'm gonna have to use two different fucking.
I have a
You
plus
could
0.
choose to fail. Remember,
I-
you could choose to fail.
Well, I don't know what he's doing, so I'm not gonna choose to fail.
No, and that's fair. I'll have to explain it to you in a second. So, against my spell save DC, let me check what that is.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
have a
it's a
plus
16.
0. I have a plus
All
0,
right.
but I rolled a 17.
All right. So you see this portal open up like on the very back of your book, just ripple and open into like empty space, suck at the book really hard, and then close. And I'm just
Oliver,
gonna
you
like
kinda
look
grasp your
blankly at
book
you and be like, you
Well,
gotta let it
Yeah,
happen.
I feel that. Okay, I held on to it, but that was
Yeah, no, that's okay. I should have warned you first. I just wanted. I thought maybe you'd be ready.
He
So I
got a
thought
little
I'd use a
excited.
second charge. I pull the book out of his hand through the astral sea and then plop it down next to him.
So, Oliver, you kind of just see that portal reappear in the book, and then another portal to your side appears, and the book falls and lands on the cart right to the side of you.
Ta-da!
that is fascinating, my colorful friend. Where did you learn to do that?
So that storm that's happening in Zista taught me the first time.
Right, you did that. Right.
Yeah, so that guy taught me how to fall through the astral, or no, the elemental plane of air,
So
which was cool.
You're traveling
I
through
think
dimensions.
Nox's head kind
Yeah,
of turns at the
You're
mention of
traveling through different
elementals.
planes. Haven't even scratched the surface of planar travel.
Oh yeah, no, this one opens into the astral sea, and I went there, and stayed there for a while.
You're gonna have to tell me.
talked
I have been fascinated about the astral sea. You'll have to tell me all about it.
Oh, it's really weird. Basically, you control things with your brain, which for me is cray cray. Actually, though, I was talking to Xylia out there, and
Bracket, you hear
she
that right there.
I
He
know.
was talking to Xylia.
she
He
gave me
also
this armor that
is-
I'm wearing and changed me from from like a evil warlock guy who worshipped a storm to a pretty cool guy, I think.
I'm sorry,
Trying my
who
best anyways.
are you?
Um,
I'm gonna walk up
Today
to him,
I'm
put my
Yabakowski.
I'm gonna put my hand on his shoulder, and be like, "Did you get to read the contract?"
That I made with Mr. Xylia? Yeah. I mean, it was verbal, but yeah, there wasn't a lot of fine print.
Okay, because I've never
That
seen
you
it.
know of.
Well, yeah, but she seems pretty cool. I don't know. Honestly,
Well, yeah,
like,
I'm not like worried, but I'd like to know if I agreed to things that I don't know about.
as far as I can
That's
tell,
why
the
I'm
only
getting
thing
a
that
copy of the
changes.
treaty.
No,
You
and that makes
understand
sense.
what I'm putting down.
But like, when your afterlife looks like eternal damnation, no matter how you die or what you do while you're alive because of the deal you've made, being like saved by your best friends and a god that owes you nothing is pretty. It's, I don't know, like, the caveats are probably worth it. I don't wake up
Can I just
screaming
ask,
anymore.
why did you make that deal that would have damned your soul?
Did he said actually did?
Oh,
That
like
did
the
damn your soul?
original, the
Yeah, why'd
original
you do
deal
that?
with the storm. Oh,
Either, both.
to save the crew that I worked with. I was the storm caller of that ship. Like, I was supposed to see the storms and have us steer away from them, and we got caught in one, and a bunch
And
of
then you
people
did
were
a
going to die.
second? Then you did another deal that damned your soul? Again?
Sort of. The second
Why
one,
twice?
well, I
Can we have
kind of
a-
fell in love with like 4 people that I was working with, and they were really, really dear to me, and I did what I always do, and I tried to save them any way I could, and I wanted to make sure they'd be safe because we were doing something really, really bad, sort of. I don't know if it was actually bad. We stole something from sort of royalty in Zista and released
Did
the
you
dragon from.
confessing to crimes?
Oh yeah,
Hey-
for sure. Like this is just part of my like
he seems to
psychobabble recanting of the last week and like gotta unburden my soul
I
kind
feel
of
like
thing.
this
Like
is okay.
I imagine you're kind of
That's
tweaking during
crazy.
this. Oh yeah,
What's
yeah.
that?
Do you know things about elementals? Are you like an elemental guy?
I was. I feel like I'm fairly well versed about elementals. The storm that is in Zista is a big evil air elemental.
Okay.
And those
I
magic
wanna fight
stone
that.
things, those magic stone things that I gave to Oliver, the one that he has, or I guess he has two,
Yeah.
but only one of them are full of magic. The demon, they're the elementals. It makes them go crazy, but they want them for something. I gave the one that is in Zista now 5 of them or 7 of them. I can't remember exactly the number, but I gave them a bunch of
That's a
them, and that's
lot.
why they're there now.
Okay,
So
yeah, we've had run-ins.
Yeah, I gotta fix that. That's why we're going to find the stars to fix that.
We're trying to find. So when we go to Zisto, we have to talk to a guy at a place. His name is, I think, Pyro.
Pyro. What was the other one's name?
Cairo and Page Turner.
Pyro and Page Turner, bro! I crashed a party and I dressed as Page Turner to get in. They
What?
love me.
Okay, can you?
Do they
help us
love
find
you?
him?
Question: do they love you, or do they love you because you think they do?
Page Turner probably doesn't give a flying fuck. He was really old and not terribly well treated. He probably doesn't care very much about what's going on. And Cairo's a
I don't
really
know
eccentric.
Page Turner.
I
Page
guess
Turner is his like assistant / potentially like gay lover. I'm not really sure exactly their relationship. They're definitely colleagues on some level. He's also kind of a guinea pig for Cairo's experience, but so were me and all of my
I would
friends.
hope that
So
they're not
that
lovers. If that was the case, then
I don't know.
it seems like a not kind thing to put your partner through.
Yeah, Cairo's kind of a weird guy. He definitely seems like he's more interested in the like science and magic of it all than like.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's a weird guy, but I enjoyed his company.
Yeah, we need to meet him. We have
Why did you dress
I
as
guess.
them?
Oh, well, they were going to the party that I had to crash with my friends. Rain,
Fun.
Delson, Martathas. So I say Rain, Cinderheart, Delson, Martathas, and
I'm
what is
sorry,
Andy's
what
last
now?
name? Hold on a second.
Andy
What's Andy's last name? Andy Bryrick. And what was Serenity's last name?
You're
Just
I don't
Serenity.
think we
Did
taught
you-
that. I don't think we ever heard it.
And Paul.
And
Did you
Paul.
say-
Paul.
Wait, so did you say all of those names in character?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, I dropped the last names and everything, so you now
Probably
know that
in our
Rain is a
voices
Cinderheart.
too.
So Oliver is going to start having a panic attack.
It's
Wait,
gotta
what
be in
was-
our voices.
Oh yeah,
Wait,
100%.
and-
Like,
Oh yeah, it's the
introducing
Rain.
you as
It is in
yourself.
Rain's voice. It has to
Wait,
be. Yeah.
What-
Yeah. Rain's
What,
Rain
Ex-
Cinderheart.
did you say Rain Cinderheart?
You don't know the last name Cinderheart. She didn't.
You
know
just
that
say
was the last name.
Rain.
Oh, right.
But it's,
Right.
but you
know the
heard it
name.
in
I
her
mean, you lived in
voice.
Zista.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you know the name, and he's using Rain's voice that you have heard him use several times
Right.
already.
So I'm just gonna say, did you just say Rain?
I'm like gonna turn to you with like kind of a blank look and be like, yeah, kind of short, really angry, red hair.
Yeah. I'm sorry. You sometimes talk in a voice that is very similar to a woman named Rain that I knew.
Oh yeah, no.
That-
Rain's
Yes.
like my boss, but also my best friend. But not really, because Andy's my best friend.
Are you
And,
using
like-
that? Are you using that voice right now?
I'm probably
There's
talking in
probably some
Andy's
Andy
voice right
peeking
there.
in. Yeah.
I was probably
There's
just talking
totally
in Andy's
Andy.
voice right there. But like, yeah, I know Rain. Also,
He's
I would
dead.
probably
Wait.
say Andrish in case like you would recognize
Yeah.
Andrish's name. Because like I'm pretty sure you know who I'm talking about, and that I know that you know.
Oh,
But
no.
like I'm trying to let you know.
Oliver knows who Andy is. I don't think he does.
No, doesn't know Andrish.
Well, either way.
Here's the problem, my colorful friend. She's supposed to be dead.
That happened a few times, to be honest. Honestly, in her line of work, I wouldn't be surprised if she's pulled that trick a few more than a few times. Like,
Oh god, you're not
saying-
making his
wait.
insurances any better.
But you're saying she's alive.
yes. The last time I saw her, right before I saw you, actually.
You're just gonna see Oliver's eyes start twitching, and he's just gonna.
You
He's
good?
just
I'm fine. It was just.
Oh, actually, do you want to talk to her? And I'm gonna like pull out the Dai Hanada's jar and open it. I love this game.
what is it? What is this now?
This
Who
is
has the other
I'm
side
talking
of that
to
jar?
speak the command word and start
Big
Okay.
talking to
Andy.
Rain.
I think,
Yeah.
doesn't Andy have it?
I don't
Am I
remember which
lying?
one this.
Rain has the other end of it.
Rain has it? Oh, okay.
Yeah, I made sure to give it to Rain, and like I
That
told
makes sense.
all of y'all to let me know if you need help. But Rain
I
is
can
the one
completely
holding
switch
it.
fucking gears if I need to be Rain.
Oh, also, Rain's the only one who can open the other end because she can also mimic voices.
But if she doesn't open, how does she know your end is open?
I don't know. They're fucking magically linked. Like,
Maybe they just have a tone.
So if she doesn't open her end, nothing happens. Is that
No,
no.
if you speak the command word, it would open, and that other side kind of opens up to be almost like a pier through there. So, Conlon, where would Rain leave this vase?
It would probably be in the apartment at the what floor I fucking picked? I don't remember. I did the penthouse, right?
You got the penthouse.
Yeah, you did.
I'm-
You did the top floor.
So
I-
it'd
if I
probably
stick
just
my
be in
hand
there
into the
in the
vase-
living room. What
If I
time
stick
of
my
day
hand
is
into
it?
the vase, could I like pull my hand out like a flower and try to gesture for her bird?
It's noon where we are, so I don't know if it's a
It's
different
noon,
time
well,
in Zista.
It's the same time.
Yep,
Midday.
same time zone.
So it'd be noon time. That's usually she's out and
I-
about during the day.
You probably won't be in the apartment, so.
No.
Oliver-
Maybe the
Oliver-
bird is in the apartment, but that will still take time to get to me.
It's okay. I'll close it for now. But like, yeah, I can talk to her.
Can you?
They're my lifeline to Zista. Like,
You did hear a squawk from the raven, though.
if I heard the squall, I would too because I have a really good perception. I'm gonna like smush a piece of food into the vase so that the bird like can get it.
That's funny.
And
That's
anybody who's peering through the vase with him can see like the roof of the ceiling of an apartment complex, and you can kind of hear just constant rainfall coming from there, and a bird kind of flies
Oh,
down, and
yeah.
you can see grabs the food.
Wow, that's really calming, actually.
We could use it as a white noise
Monster.
machine. That's so funny.
I
Just
love this
lo-fi
game.
beats to relax / study too.
Oh, so where were we? Where were we with my story? Because I got sidetracked telling you about Rain. I was committing crimes.
You committing crimes with them? You're saying?
You told us
Oh,
about
yeah,
your
yeah.
crimes.
Oh yeah, so we broke into that party as Cairo and Paige Turner, and
Yeah.
Rain and Delson went as Rain and Delson because they're like royalty, sort of.
Okay.
And I'm pretty sure Andy went as a guest of some really neat lady that we met. The Protector or something. She's cool. I like her. Fuck, what was her? Liberator. That was the person's name.
You shout the Liberator in a
Yeah.
public space. Like, luckily no
That's
one's around
not
us.
how- that's not how Andy got in, but that's okay.
Yeah, that's what I remember though.
No,
I'm just
see, nah,
saying what I
it's
know.
funnier that is slightly wrong.
Um, But anyway, so yeah, we broke into this party, and then we broke into the guy's like wine cellar, and below his wine cellar, he
Yeah.
had a magic thing
Oh shit.
that was
I
called a
love you so
magical
much,
clash,
Callum.
and a dragon from like the dawn of time, since before like time's alignment, the original time or something. He's greased for the first flame. We let him out.
Okay.
It was
Are you writing this
I know
down, Knock?
I know that this is true, but I'm gonna roll an insight check.
Roll an insight check.
Know what? Give me 1 sec.
I'm
I need
literally,
it.
I'm waiting for you to roll. Really up.
17.
No, don't
Yeah,
worry.
so
I
I'm
can
just gonna-
solve this if I have spell slots.
That's
So,
a
uh,
17 for insight.
Knock, I look you dead in the eyes and roll my sleeve up to expose my like super burnt ass arm. And I'm like, this happened because I was inside of its stomach. And then I put a
I'm
bag of
out of
holding
spell
inside
slots.
another bag of holding and ended up in the astral sea with Xylia. He isn't dead. He came back to the city and attacked while we were inside his
Okay,
like
so there's a
prison.
You
dragon in the
talked to
city.
her? Like, actually
It's not
face to
in the
face talk
city.
to
It left
Xylia.
the city. It attacked and left. It's somewhere, but not there.
So
It
Well, what
might
if it's
come back, but we don't
Okay.
know that it will.
It
you
probably
encounter
will.
you encountered a dragon.
It was
in
a
it.
super ancient, really bad ass dragon, and I didn't just encounter it. I fucked it up. Like, we were
You
pretty confident going in,
you
all the way into its belly.
you my friend are
I feel like Wet Hands would totally poke his head out and be like, I
Dude,
definitely saved the day on that one guy.
Callum, wavelength. I literally was gonna wait for a point and just be like, Wet Hands pops out and be like, actually,
I did the
possessed
bag.
your body and put the bags into each other, so it was kind of me.
Yeah, no, for sure. I mean, like, I was already dead. It was a whole,
What?
like,
How does a bag going into another bag do that? I don't understand.
something about portal magic actually like rips holes in dimensions, and apparently the middle ground of most of them is the astral sea. So if you fuck up
So
bad
you had
enough, that's where you end up.
You had a bag with a dimension in it?
So a
like
bag
this-
of holding is bigger on the inside, and you can just like
Yeah.
put a bunch of stuff in it. And then my buddy Oliver had a bag of devouring, which is similar, but
Nelson.
you can't take the
Nelson.
things.
is the wrong name.
Did I? I'm sorry.
Yeah,
They
yeah,
are
you
both
know.
Andrew. They are.
Yeah, he had a bag of devouring, and if you put stuff in there, it
And-
disappears forever. You can make it
I'll-
eat things, like everything.
Oliver, you would know just from your magical training that yes,
Yeah.
if you have any bag or item that has an interdimensional space and you put an interdimensional space within it, it does cause a type of explosion that creates a gate to the astral sea and sucks everything inside of it.
God, you guys
shit.
all sound like those
be
Dungeons
careful
and
with
Dragons
this then.
nerds.
You're telling me you willingly you're telling me you willingly shunted yourself into the astral sea.
Brackets from our has been to our
Technically,
I
place.
kind of
I
shunted his
only
unconscious
willingly
body in there.
started. Yeah, exactly. Technically, I willingly started the process, but I died on the way. I was in its stomach and I got digested. This guy, and I point at myself, at Wet Hands. He actually possessed my unconscious body and put the bags together and saved me. So I think Zista might owe its safety to him more than me.
You are certainly a well-traveled individual.
Can you believe I'm only 13 years old?
Excuse me.
Kenku's age really fast. Think of it like dog years.
Huh.
That was funny. That was good. So if you think I'm hot, that's weird.
That's your problem, not mine.
Oh my
Well,
god.
I'm certainly going to have to ask you all about your adventures in the astral sea and the dragon and. Oh,
So, like, Sally, is she cool?
I have so many questions.
Oh, that's actually where I got your guys' books. Was one of the dragon's bookshelves. So,
Interesting.
There's an awkward pause as kind of everybody's just taking in
I'm
this
just
information.
leaning. I'm just leaning on my shield, just absolutely enamored.
While we're in the awkward pause, I'm gonna like turn fully to Oliver and ask him if he knows any famous wizards by the name of Arthur McReagleson.
Do I
See
know
what he
any
knows.
famous wizards by the name of Arthur McReagleson?
Roll a history check.
Oh, that's cocked.
I'm gonna whisper. Does Xylia talk to everyone but me?
I'm gonna be
20
honest. Like, do I hear you say that? Because like,
I-
Yamakowski is highly intimidated by you.
24.
It's definitely loud enough that you would have heard me if we was still silent.
Without looking away from Oliver, I'm just gonna like reach out and hold your hand. Like, just it's not you, I promise. Just Senpai noticed you first.
Oliver, not anybody by Arthur McReagleson, but you do know of a McReagleson name within a wizarding family back from like the 12th century in Zista. Not much has what came from that family. They were kind of rising up in that area, but then most of the members disappeared.
Interesting. Interesting. No, I can't. I feel like I've heard the name. The Regalson name sounds familiar,
Well,
but
I have a ring, and I'm gonna kind of like pull it off my finger so it becomes visible. And I don't know what the ring looks like, but this is Arthur McReagleson's stupendous spell refueling ring. So he's trapped inside of it.
That comes right out of bracket.
What's that?
I laughed that hard as bracket because that's hilarious that he got trapped within his own ring.
I don't think it's his ring. I think that he either like as an arcanist put himself inside of it for like posterity purposes to be like immortal, basically, or that someone like cursed him or something. Yeah.
interesting. So what is the ring? What does it look like?
So it is like a gold ring that you can tell by its time in this area, in this dragon's hoard. It's almost got like little like red kind of rocks almost like crystallizing around the gold band all the way around it.
I love that.
Interesting.
That's
Interesting.
fair.
An interesting ring you've got there. You have a lot of interesting things.
So
I
you
literally was inside of a dragon's hoard like for
That's fair.
over an hour. And I'm a thief by trade. Like
So minus all the crimes, like
checked
you
my
got
ticket.
connections in Zista when we get there, so we actually can travel easily.
yeah.
Or like, are you
Yes,
in
no.
trouble to the point where we go in there
Oh.
and you go to jail immediately?
I will go to jail immediately, but my connections will get you where you need to be and you can get me out. I am pretty sure. You'll be fine. You guys are
Tried to keep you out of jail, I think.
Yeah, like I'm
committed a lot
I'm
of
asking.
crimes, and also I think I'm technically a terrorist. It's okay if they arrest me. Like I definitely deserve to be arrested for a little while. But
don't
I
know
am
that
trying to help.
word. I don't think that word's been invented until you just said it.
Oh, well, you know what I mean, though. Like I did an act of terror. I mean, I'm a magical
Yeah.
terrorist. Like
Yeah.
I didn't mean to, but it still happened. So like I'm turning the whole new leaf, and Mr. Xylia wants me to be a good guy. So like I definitely feel like if they want to hold me accountable, I will do
Okay,
that.
so we have to. What you're telling us is keep an eye out for official channels that they might be dangerous to you until we get in the city.
So what I'm actually saying is that when we get to Zista, I will reach out to Rain and Delson, who are both high-ranking officials in the city. Well, Rain's like royalty, and Delson's like pseudo-royalty. You know, like Also, like, you don't fucking know. Bracken didn't make eyebrows at me. Like,
No, I find it even funnier because Bracken has to take that at face value that you know, like, tippity top people. When I
he's
also
literally the boss who
personally,
hired me to steal shit. Okay.
I know, I love it.
She's only a little bit less liable than me for this bullshit. Like, and only because she didn't know all the dumb shit I was doing. Like,
it's
if
just
anything,
so
poor man
funny.
keeps
I
going.
love it. I love it, man.
So
You're
you think they'll
amazing.
be able to help us with our
Yeah,
Yeah.
no, yeah, for sure, and they'll definitely want to. Like,
Okay.
we're gonna go and do this thing to fix Zista, and then like,
So they
my
can get
friends-
some quicker
And
meeting
they
with the
live
queen.
there, so they probably want that.
yeah, and one, Rain has been talking about times alignment for a while. She's like super smart, but also like she knows stuff about conspiracy theories. I'm sure it's not really a conspiracy theory. I mean, like, and I kind of just gesture at the open air, like, I mean, I'm living
Oliver,
it, so I guess like,
Oliver, you would pay attention to the whole times alignment thing, because that's the books that both of you had interests in.
also, I did just casually drop the fact that Rain is a conspiracy theorist.
Remember, Oliver's having a panic attack right now. So.
That's
You know what? That's
oh,
fair.
so that's not helping.
Okay,
Yeah,
I
he
think
just
it's our
kinda, like-
turn to kind of info dump. We have actually met, and I know you're not going to believe me when I say this, members of Times Alignment.
I'm sorry?
In the flesh, alive, still.
Oh
Yes.
yeah, they're
I
really
don't-
nice. They're cool. They're like chilling.
Wait,
They're
what?
really nice.
Like
They're
the
great.
original
Yeah.
heroes, or
yes.
Yeah, some
two
of them. Not all of them. There seems to
slowly
be
raise
some
my
beef
hand.
with the other ones.
How is that even possible?
I mean,
Uh,
gods. Like,
So, like, they're alive, but, like, in their resting place, I guess. So maybe we went to, like, their heaven? I don't know how it works.
It's
I mean,
magic
I'm alive, and I've
beyond
died
any of
5
us.
times.
But they're
Like,
sick.
magic is real.
He did explain how it worked, I think, but I don't really remember right this second.
So,
it's been a
I'm
long
gonna-
week.
It really has. I'm gonna.
Wait, does
I
this
think
mean
we're
the main
shared-
characters?
I don't
like,
know.
alive forever. Actually, we met 2 other ones that are also being eternally punished. So it's like, it's kind of like it's a flip of a coin whether you're getting eternally punished or you have like an eternal chill.
Aren't
spot
the
to hang
gods
out.
both kind and cruel?
I don't really know
Really
much.
a
Like, I'm not
50-50.
super familiar myself with the whole like lore of times alignment and stuff. I kind of accidentally got thrust into this spot, and
We
like,
chopped off one of their ankles.
so what exactly is the like the quick and dirty, right? Like, I assume that times alignment.
Hey Oliver, what's
Oh,
the quick and
I know
dirty
a
about
time
times
traveler.
alignment?
Wait, let me interrupt again.
Wait, you
You
Okay.
what?
I know a time traveler.
you're a wizard.
I'm sorry, what?
Oliver's gonna have a panic attack at the end of this and just be like, I have to.
He already is.
I know. He's just gonna
Oliver's
jump
not
off
having
the
a panic
cart.
attack anymore. He becomes very calm, and Andrew
you-
actively
can you,
starts foaming from the mouth.
You teleport? I know that this is unimportant to what he just said, but can you teleport?
Me?
Yeah, the wizard.
Yes.
Yes. That's really, really convenient.
It is magical teleport. It does make travel.
I have a teleportation circle to where they are.
Do you really?
Yes,
We're gonna have to
I
talk
made
about
sure
that.
to write it down. Yeah.
We're gonna have to talk about that. That's
Oh.
very useful. That's very
Oh,
useful.
that's really good.
All right, back
We
to
can go
you.
back there someday.
Back to you, my friend. You met someone who successfully traveled through time.
Yes. I'm not exactly
point of
sure what.
Beckett.
Oh,
Well,
actually,
yeah, I did
that's
too,
a
but-
good point. Brackett
I don't
is a
think
time traveler
I don't think all of. Wait, you're a time traveler too.
I
Yeah.
think, based
Kinda.
on information we have, probably.
Zion has been pretty vague about the whole topic.
I
he
will
kind of
admit,
makes
there
it
are
known
major
that, like,
gaps in my memory.
when he's needed, he'll arrive, kind of thing. Like, I'm pretty sure that means time travel.
There's currently a paradox happening right
Yeah.
now.
Oh, do we tell
Time
him?
travel is happening right now.
Do we tell him that
Okay,
I'm
when
here
you say
twice?
there's currently a paradox, I'm gonna like look all over
That's
my body
your
and go,
own
where?
decision. It's you. You get to make that choice.
So
Not
you know,
me.
did they run
So,
into the kid
alright.
when we were in town?
Yes.
Okay.
I'm gonna lie down. This is a lot.
Oliver,
Okay.
Oliver, roll a Constitution saving throw.
To not
I'm actually-
pass out.
I'm gonna adjust the shield 90 degrees and lean on
60.
it closer to Oliver and
You-
explain. So
Real quick, hold on, Oliver. You're with all this information, you get lightheaded and you kind of like hold on to a barrel for a second, and you do lie down. You keep yourself from passing out from all this overload that is causing a panic attack, but you realize I need to sit down for a second, and you
Let me
are
make you
able to
like
try to
an
calm
herbal
yourself.
tincture. I'll make him something herbal that can help him feel better.
I'll be slower next time.
Jinrash
No,
can
it's
warm
all
up
right.
the.
It's all right. This is just a lot.
It really is.
So yeah, Oliver, and I guess now Llama Man. Trans thought. ADHD sucks, guys. So yeah.
In character.
Yeah, for both. Me and we both have ADHD. So, you know the kid Urem we ran into when we were in town? He's me.
Yeah.
But, like, I'm him. I'm 38-ish. I'm, and he's...
Does he know?
No.
I don't think so yet. But
Is it important that we not tell him?
I don't know. I don't know the rules.
That's fair.
I feel like,
okay.
I feel like it's not kind to tell a child, this is how you will be in 30 years.
Yeah, can you... Bracket just looks over you, flips you off, and goes back to...
No, Bracket, I love you. But think
Look
about
at him! You can't doom a child to that!
And think about how it would mess with their brain to say, this is definitively... This is how it's going to happen.
It's a mind
You're
fuck.
absolutely right.
You.
It's the
Yeah,
reason
you're
why.
absolutely right. Can you imagine being like, I want to be a doctor, and someone's like, no, you're in 30 years, you're gonna save the world from demons. So
yeah,
exactly.
You are the warrior of time. Good luck.
I think our goal, and Bracket, you can correct me on this because you're you, so you get to make the choice. But I think our goal is to give Urem as best a life as we can possibly muster.
Yeah.
And
I want to mitigate interactions for me, at least, just that way nothing weird happens. But yeah, we get him safely to the city. We make sure he's safe in the city. And I don't know what else we shouldn't look into it, is my opinion, is if we interact when we interact and we don't fudge with crap. I don't want to fuck up me existing by accident.
I just want to be buddies with him. Maybe get him a tattoo because I think that'd be really funny.
I look around.
I want to know if it works. I'm sorry. I have to do it. He loves me. He'll go with me.
So one,
tattoo
I think
appears
I
on
actually
me.
have a group that I'd love to introduce Urem to. Or yeah. What were they called? The static. The really nice one that I gave the con book to.
The Arcane Swarm.
Yeah. I think you should meet them. They were really, really kind, and I think they would look out for them. But and I think they're still in Zista. But anyways, separate thought. Knock, can I give you a hug? I know
sure.
I don't know you very well, but like that was a really nice thing of you to say. And I'm not super like good at being good yet, so like I think I'm just gonna start looking to you for a little bit of guidance. You remind me an awful lot of Andy. I'm just like patting you on the back, like.
I don't know who he is, but he sounds great.
You'd really like him. He's a big cat.
Oh, that sounds great.
Yeah, he's very soft.
Yeah? How does that work? Yeah, I don't think I've ever met a cat. Oh wait, yes.
Yes, you have.
He's a cat man. Yeah.
He's actually not a cat. He's an elf, but he sort of is an elf. Like he was an elf, and now he's a cat. Yeah,
That's crazy.
he's also a demon a little bit. some of the time, but like it's not him. It's a different person called Time. They're time traveling, I think.
I'm just gonna start petting your like the frock of your back of your head and be like, "Bud, are you okay?"
It's been a long couple of days.
You hear from the front of the cart, "Hey, passing another split in the road. We should be another 3 hours. Passing the pathway to the Cillian Empire."
Cillian Empire. Okay.
Thick.
The
And
silly goose empire.
And if you guys poke your head out, just you are able to see there over. You guys are following the path that's going west that ends up curving more up northwest at that point. But if you the path does split to go directly north, and it goes through a short field before traveling up a pathway carved into a large cliffside that you can see plateaus several, like maybe dozens of feet into the air, maybe hundreds. At the entrance of the path, you can see in the very, very far away, but they're tall enough that you can make out. There seems to be two statues that seem to be carved in the cliffside in between the path. And they do, even though they are large, you can make out their features that they do appear to be dwarven statues carved into the wall, indicating the entrance over to the Cillian Empire.
Cool.
Interesting. Okay. Cool.
Are there sea dwarves in your world?
None that you have encountered, so you're not sure?
Cool. So I'm like, wow, neat. I've never seen anything like that. Oh, I wanted to mention to you guys. So Brackett kind of like was joking about me getting arrested first when we showed up. Zista, I want to get a better handle on what you guys are actually aiming to do so I can get you where you need to be, because I know sort of a couple of like high-ranking officials in the guard as well. Well, I was arrested a bunch of times while I was there. It's not a good thing, but like I know them.
I
and
don't know
can
if
get you
they're
in
actually
contact with them.
contacts, but
Okay, well, okay.
I could get
so
you in contact with
essentially-
them, but I can't introduce you.
Essentially, my home is being heavily attacked.
Okay.
So I'm, for some reason, chosen to go to talk to the queen.
The Queen of Zista?
Yes.
Oh,
To
okay.
arrange a meeting.
I actually
between
am
her
friends with
and
one of her handmaidens. So like that is
Oh,
a good thing.
okay.
Yeah, if you need to talk to the queen, I actually might
I
be
do.
sort of useful for that.
I feel like it sounds like we're gonna have to go
Useful
like save her.
skills. Useful skills.
Yeah, exactly.
I think we're gonna have to go save her from these elementals, is what I'm guessing.
When I left, there was speculation on whether or not she needed saving or whether or not she was doing the thing that made the elementals leave part of the city.
So okay. When we talked to the guards in Ladris,
Mhm.
they were saying that her castle had dropped down a little bit because of the magic that she had used to expel them.
Okay.
And so her castle is kind of being swarmed like the eye of the storm. So
Got you.
I'm assuming that no one else is gonna deal with that until we get there.
Yeah, I for sure am.
That's
I'm
just
gonna
my guess, because nobody else needs to talk to the queen right this second except for
No,
us.
and that's okay. Hopefully this star thing is gonna fix the elemental problem, and then we can sort the rest of it out.
I mean, if we save her life,
Yeah, maybe she'll
But-
pardon me for
I
all my
want to
crimes.
kind of do and kind of help my.
Oh yeah, no,
So-
but your home is more important. I can
So
go to
you
this,
know
that's
someone
fine.
who can get us in with the queen.
Yes, she has a raven and she wears a mask, but she's really trustworthy. A little creepy, but she's pretty cool.
Trustworthy. I don't know if I've ever met someone who wears the masks and is trustworthy.
I think it's because she wears the mask that she can be totally trustworthy, but like it depends. I mean, because like I'm kind of the
Okay.
same way. I can change the way I looked, and you can trust what I say.
Hmm.
Oh, so that's the
Yeah,
other thing. I can hide what I
do
look
track
like.
What you're saying, which is kind of crazy.
Yeah, it's been a lot, and some stuff is happening that like I'm not in control of, and I'm just kind of being pushed along. So I am taking
Oliver,
agency and making mistakes, but like there is a lot of stuff going on.
I'm
Some
gonna
of it
check
is
on
out of my
Oliver
hands. Like,
at this point. I feel like he's maybe a little overwhelmed, so I'm gonna go over to him.
when Nox steps away, I'm going to turn to Bracket and fully be like, so I mentioned while we were at the tavern, there's a knoll that I stole from who will absolutely hunt me down when we go back to Zista. Excuse me.
Yeah, he's stressed.
Fuck. Sorry, guys. So yeah, so there's a knoll that I stole a bunch of stuff from, and I'm not even sure what his story is. I met him at a club, but only barely. I stupidly tried to steal his spell book, and it did not go well. And
Are you just a glutton for punishment?
yeah, yeah. Also, I like super truth time. I'm not very confident in my own abilities, and I'm very afraid of my friends dying and leaving me alone. Like, I wanted them to be safe. And I don't know how to help other than, like, be more powerful. And I can't get more powerful without stealing some shit that's powerful, so I tried. I got saved by Andy and his friend. Or, master, teacher guy, old guy. He saved me. Sort of. I don't know. I think I died then, too. I can't remember.
You did mention that you have died several times.
Yeah. Yeah.
Is that a
Just in the
defining
past
feature?
week?
What's that?
Just in the past week, too, huh?
Yeah, seriously, yeah.
So that's a defining
Never
feature?
used to happen to me.
How's Oliver looking? Are you still looking like seasick almost?
Well, I just found out that my dead ex-girlfriend is alive, so that's interesting.
Yeah.
Are you only broken up because she died?
It's a long story.
Jinrash is gonna say back, is she currently seeing anyone?
I thought she was dead, so
No, saying to Yamakasi, who knows.
Oh,
is she?
I don't think so. She and Andy, I think, were a thing a while ago, but I don't think they're a thing anymore. I'm not positive, actually. And you're gonna see
Also,
me like
yeah.
kind of like look off at the roof of the tent thing, canopy, just like, oh, how would that work?
So we can technically hook Oliver back up with his ex.
Yeah,
I need to lay down. I need to lay down
He
again.
wants that. He doesn't have to. You don't have to want that.
You also
Yeah,
know
no,
if
that's
Rain
okay.
wants that.
Also,
I-
you're
That's
a
also
time
true.
traveler. How are you a time traveler?
Which one of
Oh,
us?
I'm not a time traveler. I know.
No,
a time traveler.
I directed that to Bracket.
Oh,
Oh, okay, perfect.
Well, there's yeah.
How
Info
I
dump from Bracket, go.
I'm gonna do my best. So apparently, from my memories that I'm beginning to slowly get back, because there's a lot of blank spots. So I'm gonna be honest, I have a lot of non-answers for you, and I'm sorry about that. As soon as I know, you'll know. I don't know, but in my timeline I'm from, what we're supposed to be doing doesn't go well. And the world dies or something. I don't know. At least my village, the Ladris, gets destroyed and I get murdered by evil shit. Not exactly fully sure of the whole situation because that was just a dream and can't tell if that's a memory or like Xylia fucking with me. No clue. I now sound like a lunatic.
Yeah, honestly, like this is probably the most serious you've ever seen Yamakasi look.
So I get sent back Well, I get like saved by Xylia, I guess. End up in this forest of clocks, tick-tocking.
You've been to the Clockwork Forest?
Do
Yeah.
I know what the Clockwork Forest is? I feel like I would know what that is.
Roll either a history or an arcana check.
I have several things to say now.
I don't remember much about it.
I love that the session is just turning into the let's catch everybody up on
yeah.
everything.
17.
It is. I like this.
17.
17.
Uh, Oliver, this is the first time you're hearing the term Clockwork Forest.
It's
Really?
okay.
There's a high DC.
For context, the gnoll that tried to kill me wanted to steal something from my Clockwork Forest or from lots of people's.
Huh.
So that actually might become quite relevant, and you may be in the know rather soon.
How could you steal something from? I thought that was like, okay, I'm gonna be honest. I thought that was like a thing that he hallucinated when he has dreams, like to kind of explain the gaps.
What, me?
No offense, Bracket.
No,
no, the
it's
Clockwork
fine.
Forest, I think
It's real though. See,
your-
look, I'm not completely crazy. I'm only a little
think
crazy.
It was a real.
I'm
I thought it
I'm
was
almost
like a
normal crazy.
metaphor.
It's like a metaphorical space for all of your potential, I think. And it's like
Yeah,
everything
But
that you
there.
but still, let's do that shit.
sort of. It definitely has magic, and I'm not really sure. I was not in the right. So the guy that tried to kill me wanted to take wet hands from me, and I was not about to let that happen. So I'm not really. I didn't get any answers, so we left.
Okay.
That's fair.
To be fair, he did free me from a magical item, but yeah, he was trying to take my soul for some purpose.
I have never
Hey, maybe
seen
we
two
should
souls.
kill
I have
him.
never seen two souls in one body before.
I'm sure with this guy, we can probably add a couple more.
I was gonna say, I'm pretty sure I actually count as like 3.5 if you count mimic souls.
I'm gonna lay
Do
down.
mimics have souls?
I don't know. I think so. They're really friendly and they're sentient, sort of. They're intelligent. I can like feed them and talk to them, and they respond sometimes. Don't bite me all the time.
Okay, we're not here to debate the philosophical of what point does
Okay.
something have a soul. Let's just.
Well, we're not really here to do anything. We're on a cart.
Oh, yeah.
We
So
can talk about whatever we want.
I wanted to say though to Bracket about his like premonition of doom and stuff. Like as I was being very serious, I'm like, I'm not gonna let that happen to you. Like, I won't let that happen again.
That's sick. There is some paradoxes of like, if I succeed, where do I go? That part I don't know. Did have that a thought afterwards. Don't know.
And hanging out with us.
That's what I would like. But what if I just like go, and now off to your time. You've solved the timeline. I don't want that shit.
I'd be like, hey, Xylia, I've got a bone to pick with you, and I'd get you back.
Like
Mistress Xylia is a good woman, and she would not do that. Like I think the worst that would happen is that you go outside of this reality to a reality that is what you want it to be.
No, I understand.
It's
a worry I have as a
my
person who's time traveled and is not actually in his own timeline.
Fair.
I mean, would you want to go back to your own timeline but fixed?
I died.
Would you prefer that?
I don't know. I don't know how it's working. Okay. I didn't get to read the contract.
And maybe there'll be some answers if we go back to the shrine you woke up in.
Yeah, no, I mean,
fine.
Honestly, I can't wait for Yamakauchi to go
and see. Right?
It is on the way.
Close by.
It's actually the windmill we're looking for with the astronomer is right above where I found Bracket.
Yeah, and honestly, not a bad idea because we should return the things we stole from the shrine in hindsight.
Hey, I didn't steal anything from this
No, it was just some oil.
And the torches.
How are you going to return the oil that you already burned? You can't return it.
Whatever I got left.
They're fine. They was doing nothing down there in the shrine.
What if it was? What if that's why there's vampires everywhere? It's because you guys stole oil. That'd be
Know
fucked
what?
up, wouldn't it?
Oh, I'll just burn them with the oil.
Okay.
Honestly, I woke up with a complete blank slate, so this cannot be on me.
I know, you're not in trouble.
Yeah, blame that Naresh bastard.
Hey,
I didn't trust him.
you don't know him.
I
You
know, I was
actually
just
didn't
kidding.
meet him.
And
I know, I was just kidding.
You just
I feel like
missed
I'd
him.
be all-
I think at this point I've kind of like concocted a calming like herbal
Are we gonna get high?
herbal blend. Calming. Just a calming herbal blend. It doesn't
So,
have
Like
yeah,
to
a
mean
drink or
anything.
something to smoke.
So what you're telling me
I would
is...
go to Oliver about that and see what he's most comfortable with.
Godless.
Would you prefer a drink or a smoke to feel a little better?
I've never been one for inhaling things, so I'll take the
Okay.
liquid.
All right. Cool.
I love that you
guess
just
I'll make
laughed at
a...
that. That's amazing. Oh my god.
You inhale air every day, but that's okay.
I'm not one for inhaling things. I love that.
Yeah. Actually, could I make something edible?
It's already done. It's in my mouth.
Yeah. Could I like... Because I have...
Wait, can we put
I
a
mean,
good
you
berry
know,
inside with the herbs?
That's
and
kind of
just...
what I'm thinking is I think I have some good berries left. What if I like mix in a good berry with like, you know, with like some herbs and kind of make something like a little...
Roll a medicine check. That sounds so
Okay.
cool.
All right. Medicine. I will use my herbalism kit. I'm not proficient with it yet though. So
That's fine. Yeah, hey, this will help you gain proficiency. So, if it's a success,
Oh, my ankles.
ooh, that's a good roll. That is a 19.
19. Okay. So, given a couple of minutes focusing in on that, as the conversation kind of like comes to like a, whew, this is a lot of information, and everybody kind of like takes a moment. You are able to, after about like 5 minutes, come up with
Everyone
some
drop an edible.
herbal mixture to some of the good berries. How many good berries do you have?
I don't think anybody ate any of theirs.
Yeah, I have 2 if you
Maybe.
need them in my pouch
we
right
could-
now.
We could really just use them all if we wanted to.
Cool.
Unless
Yeah,
we
you
want-
can
Let's
definitely
take
mix
some
the herbs to all of
edibles.
them.
Man, I haven't done
I'll do
edibles
10.
since...
Why not?
No, at that point.
CBD edibles, Conlon.
I haven't had edibles since.
Nock left all her weed back in her hideout, okay?
I think I took some.
No!
I think I
Oh my
did.
god.
They did not.
Oh my god.
We
did
have
you?
weed.
I have- Yeah, I think I do. I've got. Let's see.
Are you mixing weed in the good berries?
In my
Yo, hit me up.
notes, in my inventory, I
buddy.
just have lots of drugs.
Oh my god.
I love
Are you mixing weed in the good berries, Nock?
Do
Maybe.
it.
I'm gonna tell you, hit me up. Hit me up. Come on, bud. Best friends for
Let me
life.
make half
Across
half with it,
lifetimes.
half with, half without, half with, half without, so that people can make a choice about what they want to consume.
Sick.
Cool.
Great. We're gonna get the cart driver fucking a crossfade.
I'm definitely the ones with.
Nock, so you're offering these to everybody?
Yeah. I will explain the differences between the blends to everyone who's wondering, wants to know, be informed about what they're ingesting.
Also, you
I
can
will
add a success
immediately,
to
without
your
even listening to
proficiency
all of
with
your
herbalism
description.
kits.
Thank you so much.
Jinrash will be like, I'll take one of the fun ones.
Same.
It's medieval
Alright,
times.
alright.
We wouldn't even stop him. The concept of a DUI doesn't exist.
You
Well,
know
so
what?
that's the other thing. Like, I have the lesser restoration spell, so if any of us get too high, I can just cure our poisoning.
Oh, that's sick. That's so good.
Let's all get high, everyone.
Yeah, cool.
Oliver,
Alright.
Oliver, what about you?
I need to calm down, so why not? I'll have a fun one.
Yes.
Just
Okay,
let
you
me
know
know
what?
if you want to pop out and you need
I
like a
might as well just
restoration.
make them all fun at this point then, if we're all in
Cool.
agreement.
They,
If we're all
we are canonically making edibles.
I
Let it
love this show.
All right, so everybody takes one.
Yeah.
I'm
Two.
just
I
gonna
don't-
eat whatever's offered to me. Yeah.
Do we make con
Do not.
saves? I feel like we're gonna have to make.
I think I would do one as a round. Let everybody digest, see how everybody.
Yeah, wait
doing,
20
keep
minutes
the
and
rest.
see if the edible hits you. Come on, there's
Yes.
rules. It says it on the
Okay.
I'm
baggies.
hanging on to the rest.
So
We've got.
several things. One,
I guess we
I've
have
never
10.
experienced this
I'm
in
gonna
my life.
guess because we have 10 good berries, so we have 10.
Yeah.
That makes sense.
I'm happy no
So
one
1,
acknowledged I
2,
was
3,
serious about
4.
the
You
baggies.
give out 5. So you have 5
Yeah,
left.
so we have half left.
All right, everybody can
So my
regain
notes,
1
I
hit
guess.
point,
1 hit point. Yay!
and everybody please roll a Constitution saving throw.
Yeah.
You Brad's like, well, now I'm gonna hit them with combat. They're fucking stoned.
12.
Let me roll.
I rolled a
Okay,
Wait, we
so
all
here's
have-
the thing. I have
we all have
advantage
Conlin's
against
benefit.
being poisoned. Would this
Wait, what
be?
better-
This isn't poison though.
I wouldn't consider this poison, no.
Okay.
And this
What
is a
the-
saving
what-
throw.
Bane is not getting.
The saving throw
To be
versus
clear, I'm not
uh,
giving my bird weed.
Oh wait, all of you are within bracket, so you all
Yeah,
get
that's what I
his
was trying to
bonus for
say,
saving
yeah.
throws.
Yeah, you'll get
Yeah.
plus
that's
4.
true.
So we can get
So-
fucked.
So 16. 16 is my save then.
24.
21.
Yamakowski?
I don't want to tell you.
Oh, actually,
What
sorry,
do you get?
23.
It's 12.
Eh.
With the extra
Okay.
plus 4?
Oh yeah. I rolled a nat 3.
Cool.
Dang.
All
Like I
right.
said, I've never experienced this in my
Knock is
life.
doing great.
All right. So you guys take this, and after digesting, all this information, you guys for the next
Digest something
hour,
else.
you guys for the next hour or so,
Me.
just
Yo,
enjoy the travel.
So Oliver,
Is there
was your ex-girlfriend hot?
Bunch of.
You're not stoned yet, just so you know. It takes a little bit of time.
Okay, then I'll hold on
Yeah.
to it. I'll wait.
So, is there anything you guys do for the next hour as you start digesting?
I'm just
should I
gonna
keep
roast.
looking?
I'm gonna have some fox jerky. It'll make the edible work better.
I'm just gonna read more of my book.
Oliver, you can add an extra hour to your book.
I feel like I should spend some more time looking for your herbs.
Okay.
Herbs.
Am I allowed to
Roll-
help look for the herbs?
Well, I'm really good at it. But
I mean,
you can't.
Well, right, but like, am I allowed to like look separately?
I mean,
Like,
what are
also
you
looking for
doing to
them?
look? Because the cart is also moving forward.
Yeah, where the fuck is-
Nock has
Oh.
Vane to go search
Oh,
through
yeah.
the forest.
Please don't fucking leave my high ass behind because I'm looking for flowers
Yeah.
in the forest.
That's what I'm
Okay.
saying.
Fair enough.
I've got
fair
a
enough.
bird. I've got a big
That's
bird
fair.
that can carry me
All
back.
right, so have
I'm
Vane.
sitting there like, I'll help look, and then you guys just keep rolling away, and I'm like, look.
All right, so have Vane roll a
Wait, you've
survival
never been
check.
high. I'm gonna ask if. Sorry, continue.
Nock is the only one who has canonically been high before. Everybody else has been
Yes.
CBD high from or in the
That is a
party who
lie.
was in Warriors
Bracket has
Rest.
been many things.
Yeah,
Um,
Yamakowski canonically
did you
has
say
done all of the
perception?
drink,
Did you say
all of the
survival?
potions.
You said survival.
survival. Yes.
like
Oh,
at the.
okay. So Vane survival is
the
not as
club.
great, but that's still a 15.
15. Okay. How much did I give you so far?
I have 3/4 of a bushel.
I'd say with 15, you have completed a full bushel and
Okay.
got like a fifth of the second one yet.
All right. I will just remind you, I can find, I think because of my features, when I'm foraging, I find twice as much as I would normally find.
So 3/5 of the second bushel.
Okay.
Cool.
So I've got 1 bushel and 3/5.
All right.
We need
Andrew,
what, like 6?
5 bushels, I believe.
Yep.
Oh no, ask the cat.
Okay.
Cat, how many bushels do we need?
Cat collector.
Hi, cat.
Andrew, do you still have your headset on?
Yes, I do.
Cool. Oliver, as you are reading your book, you start getting a weird feeling like through your whole body, and like the words almost it feels like the book's vibrating a little bit. Like you feel something start coming over your body. Dog content, yes. um and as this is as you are feeling this, you feel good. You feel like it's calm. You feel like, oh, okay, and your nerves kind of relax a little bit. Same with Bracket, same with Knock, and Jinrash is like, you can see like he grabs onto the reins a little bit more hard and takes one more swig of his flask because he
That's
made
not
some
gonna
I'll
help.
drink my way through this one.
Yamakowski, you kind of get like a little bit of the shakes. Like you're feeling a little bit better, but like a lot has changed in your whole perspective and environment in the past 12 to 15 hours. And like you feel comfortable, but you also feel like a little like anxiety, and you have a little bit of shakes. And as this is happening too, you guys do start noticing in the northwestern distance, further up the path, while everything is still slightly cloudy and sunny here, further up north in the direction that the manticores were going in, you can see dark, stormy clouds in the distance.
Do they look the same as like the ever raging storms?
Roll a perception check with disadvantage.
Crap.
Anxiety, man.
It's okay. If you need me to tie you to the cart, I will tie you to the cart.
I appreciate it.
What are you doing, Echo?
Perception.
Try to get higher.
That is a 22.
22. At disadvantage? Jesus Christ.
I have a plus 12.
These storm clouds, they don't. I mean, storm clouds in Zissa were storm clouds. It was just a like relentless amount of them. This does remind you of them, but not like an overwhelming amount like it was in the city.
Okay. So I was like, for transparency, what I was asking is like, am I wigging out and thinking that this is the same storm, and like
it gives you a little bit of anxiety, like of just constantly reminding yourself of that storm cloud that's like looming over your conscience.
Gotcha.
Need the rope?
I'm probably gonna like roll onto the floor of the cart and like curl up in the fetal position and just like start groaning like Tina from Bob's Burgers. Just it looks stormy out, guys.
I'm gonna offer you some beef jerky, some fox jerky.
I'm gonna not look at you or like respond except to take the jerky and start nibbling on it.
And as the storm clouds loom in the distance, the cart progresses further. Another traveling of about 2 hours go by before anything else would happen. In these 2 hours, Oliver, you are able to like hyper focus on your reading. So in this 2 hours, you have gotten actually 3 hours worth of reading.
Nice.
Nice.
In the span of 2 hours?
Yes, because you are hyper focused as you are good high.
All right.
And now I'm about to interrupt it.
All right. Okay.
And I'm gonna send you back through a tizzy. Yo, so we've all been trauma dumping. Questions. Got lots of them. So, dude, Oliver, how was your girlfriend? How are you doing, man?
I thought she was dead.
That did not answer to the question.
I'm gonna be honest with you. I don't want to talk about this.
For the life of Bracket, I'm going to assume that Knock is out in the woods when he says this.
Mhm.
You
Knock,
can
you
kick
are
me.
Knock, you are good high flying through the forest and foraging.
Yeah. Yeah.
Which you can roll
I'm gonna,
another
like-
survival check with advantage.
Am I still in the fetal position while they're talking?
Oh yeah, you're
You're
Will I
still
use
having a
my
bad high.
stats?
It's up to you.
at this point. I'm
Why
lying
did I
down
use
with
my-
you though.
I'm
Veins.
definitely like, without like looking up or
Thanks.
anything. I'm still just squinting my eyes shut. I'm just like, she was very pretty and very scary.
Both of those are true.
Okay,
Those are true.
17.
good job, Oliver. Good job. Just trying to give
It's
you
not a
kudos.
comfortable. If it's not a comfortable
That was
subject, if you want me to be
17.
honest.
I understand, but I apologize. I'm
If
just
it makes
curious.
you feel better, she's doing okay with the circumstances. She's been well.
Well, she's doing well. That's good considering she. I thought she was dead. So
Alive is better than dead, they say.
It could be worse. That's all I'm. Yeah.
You
I
know,
have a lot of-
I tap you. Like,
We-
dead.
I know. I know we have a lot going on right now, my colorful friend. I'm gonna, if you wouldn't mind, facilitating a
Conversation between the two of you?
I have some questions. For
Yeah,
her.
absolutely. Like I tried to show you, the jar should let you guys talk
Yeah,
whenever. She was just busy or something.
I would rather it be in person.
Yeah, when we get to Zista, I'll have her meet us.
I have questions.
I'm like not looking. I'm just like head buried in the floorboards, just like feathered thumb sticking in the air.
The one that's missing one finger.
Yeah. Although to be fair, that hand is not covered in feathers. That hand is covered in nasty burnt flesh.
Nice.
All right.
So we're supposed to save the world, guys. No pressure.
We're supposed to. Well,
Yeah, we have some things to do.
Here's the way I
Generous.
look at it, guys. I've died 5 times, but Mr. Xylia said that if I die and I get to stay dead, that she'll keep me somewhere nice. So, like, that's a positive.
And Jinrash speaks up and says, and we've already helped protect one of the most important relics in existence, so I think we got a good chance going.
I know we got a chance, but by the way we fail, everything's gone. It's like a ride or die kind of situation. Get her done or be dead.
No, don't focus on the negatives.
I like roll from my fetal position all the way onto my back like a starfish, and I'm just like looking up at the ceiling, like, yeah, but it could all go up in flames anyways.
That's true. That's
even
true.
if we do everything right. Like, even if, like, what if there's some prophecy we're not a part of that's going on that we can't stop? Like,
Oh yeah, no, I got you.
yeah. Mr. Xylia seems nice, and she.
Oh, we're
she
gonna try
seems-
and win. The goal is to win.
Yeah. Okay,
I'm
cool.
just-
because like
I just have a
I,
little
like, lift my head
existential.
off the floorboard, and I'm just like, as long as we're on the same page, like,
Oh
I'm
no, we're
totally
here to
fine.
win. We're the winners. We're the winning team. I'm just stressed.
Yeah, I'm just like clump my head back onto the
A
floorboard.
lot of pressure to go from 0 memories to, hey, by the way, you're supposed to save the world. Good luck.
It'll help, though. It'll be all right.
That's not. We got more plans than we had yesterday.
Yeah.
We're gonna go see the Queen.
I rolled a 17.
So with the 17, I would say you have completed about 2 bushels and a fifth.
Cool.
All right. And then with another 2 hours that pass of travel, where Oliver gets those 3 hours of reading on there, Jinrash says, Hey, we're coming up on it, right around this bend, and you all look out through the cart, and you can see the path winding and curving forward with the shade shower forest across on the left side of the path, and the rock stone cliff that's been on the side of you, following along this path as you're going more towards the mountains, and you can see a carving inward. And as you guys approach, the alcove appears over where Bracket, a familiar sight, fills your eyes as you see the entrance to the Shrine of Time, and standing above the cliffside, above the shrine, the windmill in the distance. And let's take a quick break, because I have to pee.
That's reasonable.
It
I also
sounds
need to
good to
pee.
me.
It's pee time. Pee break, everyone. Oh, I'm peeing
Awesome.
really badly.
We will
Apparently.
be back shortly, so stick around for the rest of the disaster.
They can hear us. Now I don't have two microphones on like I did during the beginning of our session because I'm a moron.
Oh my god, was it
Wow.
echoing the whole time?
Nope, it was just I was very loud.
Okay. I can't wait to re-listen to the whole thing.
I'm going to be very loud, and I laugh a bunch during this, so good luck,
Oh no.
headphone users. I'm
It
sorry.
sounds fine on my end, but maybe that's just because I can control your volume on
It's
Discord.
that, and it's because I just put my mic input in twice into OBS, into the streaming software. It was just a mistake on my end.
All
It's
right.
solved now.
So, as you guys start bending the corner, Bracket and Jinrash, you are the only ones who have seen this site before, but to everybody else, this is a new site. As the rock face that followed you along the right side opened up, and the cart rounds the corner into this alcove, you guys first notice that windmill reveals itself on top of this plateau of the cliffside. The wooden exterior of this windmill is unpainted, leaving it to appear almost like a giant shade shower tree itself on the opposite side of the river, just with its branches turning and turning in a constant circle as the wind blows through. You can see, as you get to the center of the alcove, a stone square entrance built into the cliffside. And carved into the stone structure are hourglasses stacked upon one another in a pattern with the sand flips, which end is pouring from on each and every single one as it makes that stone arch. The party can see a staircase that forms into the cliffside about 15 feet to the right of the entrance. And this staircase seems to scale the length of the cliff as a way to get up to the windmill at the top of the plateau. And directly over the entrance below, on top of the cliff Bracket, you can once again see that Adirondack chair sitting there with an umbrella overhead, but no one seems to be sitting in it at this time. And Jinrash pulls the cart up and pulls it to the side. All right, back here.
Who wants to see the kobold I smited? Or remains
I
of the
do,
kobold I smited?
actually.
Awesome, let's go now.
Do.
Sick.
And Yamakowski, as you are sitting up from the cart, you're kind of feeling it almost pass a little bit. All you guys are kind of in like the afterglow of your edible right now.
Oh yeah. Hope everyone
Do I
enjoys me
recognize-
essentially jumping out of the cart like a kid.
Do I recognize like the architecture of this place as a temple to Xylia?
Excuse me, roll a religion check.
Okay, I'm gonna have Blinky help me.
Add a
Alright.
d4.
Thanks.
Blinky! That still exists.
I'm gonna light a torch.
For now.
Because I remember stealing all the torches.
Type of test? Check?
Religion check.
Religion. All right. 27. 27.
Jesus Christ.
He's religious.
Did you get-
Yeah, 17 plus 4 plus 6.
Why do you
Holy
think Xylia
shit.
talked to him, not to me?
All right, so yeah, you can.
Honestly,
although
I
you
feel
have
like that's
seen
no more
very.
because you don't ask questions. You're just like, yeah, okay, cool, I'll do that. But she tells me to
have-
do something, I'm like, a million of questions. Like,
You have no way to directly be like, oh yeah, this is definitively a temple of Xylia. But just looking at it, you get that feel coming off of it, like, hey, this place has a lot of like spiritual presence that feels like being in the presence of Xylia.
Cool. Okay. And like I know that this is where Brackett came from, right? And like that this is where he was.
Well, I just said
From the stories that you guys have heard on the travel up here, yes.
Cool. Okay. So then, cool. I'm gonna like, I don't know, be somewhat reverent in my like bearing, walking towards this place. Especially
Oliver,
after like
you follow-
Brackett and Knock went giggling in to go look at like a desiccated corpse. Like,
before
Alright,
I get
Bracken and Knock run
inside,
forward, and
Gotta have some
Yamakowski
fun
follows
sometime.
behind. Oliver, I'm assuming you follow them too, or all right?
Yes,
so you guys,
yeah. I said yes. My mic was fucking muted. I hate everything.
Oh, it's okay. Come along,
All right.
wizard.
So following behind Bracket, you do light the torch. You do notice as you're walking down the staircase, there do appear to be unlit torches lining the staircase wall on both sides. So somebody seems to have replenished the torches.
dude, infinite torches.
Nice.
Being
Do you
walking
just
lighting
take
them.
Do
What
you
a
take?
hack.
Oh, you just light them. You don't take them. Okay.
Yeah, I say, hey, infinite torches. You take them when you leave, not when you go in. God,
Alright,
learning to dungeon crawl.
So you light the torches on the staircase that leads down. They are in staggering orders on opposite sides as
Oh
you go down,
no.
and the
Guy who's
staircase
6
does
feet
appear to
tall and
be.
it's not that big of a hallway.
The staircase does appear to be a straight shot going down. Walking speed, it does take about a minute. And as you guys walk down, Knock, Oliver, Yamakowski, you can tell as your first time being down here, each step has clearly been magically shaped as the precision in each step is immaculate. Like this is definitely not something that was either handmade or naturally formed. Some sort of magical presence has formed this entryway down to the shrine.
cool.
Eventually, you guys do get to the bottom of the staircase, where in the main chamber, Bracket and Jinrash, there are only minor changes since the last time you were here. As you guys all get down there. By the way, I'm getting biscuits right now. This is great.
Yes.
On the right-hand side, the same statue of Xylia stands as you had seen before. Her figure is made out of bronze, and her image glistens in the torchlight as you bring it down here, as there is no other form of light except the torchlight you bring. As you see the light glisten across her form, you notice she has a round face. There are freckles depicted across her nose and cheeks, and there's a 3-string necklace with different gems dangling at different lengths. She has long hair that has been formed to appear like it's flowing behind her, and it's carved so precisely it does look like wind is blowing through her hair, even though it is just a stone statue. Her hand is pointed forward to the opposite end of the chamber, and looking over there in the torchlight, you can see her holy symbol, much like both Yamakowski and Bracket's holy symbol of the 3 gears next to each other. The floor, Bracket, you remember, has 1 large gear with 4 teeth stretched outward. And you remember that these teeth had the chests atop them that did have your items as you first spawned into this world. You can see 2 of the chests, the ones that were in the southwest and the northeastern teeth. You see they seem to have been moved, and they are now in front of Xylia's statue, closed. The northwest one still remains in its spot. That's the one that had your weapons in it, and it still remains opened. And yeah, you guys can see as the torchlight is lit. Bracket, you can't quite see yet directly from the entrance, but after you take a couple steps forward and it illuminates most of the chamber there, you can see where the kobold had been on the wall before, and it definitely has been attempted to be cleaned, but there still is that dim red like hue in a kind of like explosive pattern against the wall.
I
And
walk
you
up
can
to it.
see a couple bones scattered on the ground below.
I fucking sign it.
Be like, oh man, I wish I had a Sharpie.
What?
Nobody knows what a Sharpie is.
Do you think there's something new in those chests?
Maybe, but also like, I don't know if we're supposed to be going through them.
She
Well, I
probably
mean-
knows we'd come here, right?
That's
She's
kind of
a
what I was
cop.
thinking. You're kind of her favorite guy. Go check.
Okay.
What is she gonna do? Be mad at you?
Man, with friends like
She
you,
brought you
I
here.
can do anything. All the crime is possible.
You're in a great mood too. You're in the afterglow of your eyes.
Oh,
so
yeah,
you're
I'm like-
feeling like
It took no effort to convince me. There was no rules needed. I was like, hey. I was half
All right.
convinced when I walked in. I just need someone to say, it's okay.
It is though.
you approach the chests? What do you do?
I inspect around the chamber to see if there's anything else that's changed or whatnot.
Mhm.
That
Okay,
there isn't just like
pers-
some guy standing in the corner with like a machine gun, like, hey.
I'm gonna
So-
wave at the statue and bow my head.
Okay. So do you use perception, Conlon, to like look around, or are you like investigating?
I'm investigating.
All right, roll an investigation check.
That is a 16.
16. Looking around the chamber, you do notice that you can see new jars of oil have appeared and fill each corner of the room. That is one thing that you notice is different from there. The symbols in themselves all remain the same. The torches in the same spot. The really only main difference you've noticed is the chest being moved. And with that investigation check, you can notice as you approach the chests, carved on the top of them, it reads in common: "Give what you can when you can, and take what you need when you need. Time will be merciful to the faithful."
Okay. I am going to open the chest and put into
Okay.
it without looking fully in. Just my three scimitars that I do not need.
3 scimitars in there? Okay. So you open the chest and you throw 3 of your scimitars in there, and you can hear them clatter at the bottom with a jingle that indicates there are coins inside here. And looking inside, you can see that there do appear to be copper pieces scattered at the bottom, some silver pieces, and there just does appear to be like about 1 gold piece in the chest. And now 3 scimitars.
Okay. I'm
And
gonna
you said
take
there's 2, one for taking and one for giving.
It doesn't indicate whether one's taking or one's giving. Both of them have the same carving upon the top of it. Give what you can when you can, and take what you need when you need. Time will be merciful to the faithful.
Are both of them the same when we open them? Like, is there?
I haven't opened the 2nd one.
I'll
yet.
open up the second one.
You just watch
You
me
open this
open a chest, throw in scimitars, then look at
Yeah.
it and come absolutely baffled.
Like, okay, I'll open up the second one.
And the second chest, similar things. You have different scattered arrays of different coins within the chests themselves.
I am going to carefully attempt to pick most of the silver and gold out of it.
What? No. You don't need that. Take my gold. I was literally taking 10 gold pieces out to put in both of them.
I
Don't
was
do
also
that.
gonna put some gold in.
I was going to put all my
No.
copper in it. I also put
Don't put the
scimitars
gold
in.
out. God damn it. You're her favorite, but not for long like that. Jesus.
I'm putting stuff back.
That's not.
Bracket.
I know I'm coming
be
at it from a
honest.
different perspective of like.
Do you need it?
it'd be nice to have. I don't need the scimitars. Each one of the scimitars is worth 25 gold, by the way.
That's not the same thing as you needing that copper or silver. Okay. I'm gonna put in I'll put in 5 gold.
Okay.
Into the chest that
I'm going to remove 20 gold and put 10 in both boxes. And then I'm going to remove another 20 and hand it to Bracket and say, I'll buy you a nice scimitar when we meet the next town. Like,
I didn't need the scimitars. I just kind of end up with extra weapons.
I know, but you know what I mean. Like, shopping trip later.
And Bracket, you actually notice at this time
He's
that
gonna
Bolt
fight
pops out
us,
of your
okay?
armor. And you can see him run up the statue of Xylia, stopping on her outstretched arm and staring directly at her face.
Yo.
That's weird.
Yeah, both of us are kind of just like...
This is Oliver and Yamakowski. I think this is the first time you might have seen Bolt.
I think I saw him, but I don't know anything about it.
I think, no, you heard Bracket whispering into his
That's
arm.
what it was.
before.
He was
you
talking to himself.
You just know I had a friend. You just weren't sure what my friend was.
Bracket, roll a perception check.
Sure.
Trying to just, as you're
That's a 4.
staring up at Bolt. 4. You can hear that there is something Bolt is whispering in a language that only you can hear. Everybody else who may be listening in just hears the of like a mouse, a little chatter. But
cute.
you cannot make out what Bolt is saying.
I wanted to see if I could tell what the gems were around her neck.
Okay. Roll perception or investigation as you look closely.
Okay.
This is magical. I have a cat who's falling asleep in my lap right now while we're
I
playing.
love
This is
it.
all I've ever wanted.
You never
I
get to
love
play
it.
again.
Perception, that is a 23.
23. So from the carving, it is very difficult because they're not colored. They are just bronze in there, and it is just a depiction.
Yeah.
It is very difficult to tell exactly what types of gems are. I would say, though, with that check, you can tell that they are 3 different types of gems. They aren't precisely cut. They look more natural than anything, but they do have different shapes to them.
Do either of them look similar to the ones that Bracket has?
His hands from there? No, not in any capacities of the exact same ones in Bracket's hands. All right, and Bolt then gets off of the statue and hops back over to you, Bracket, getting inside your armor once more.
Ask him, do these chests need to be in specific places, or do they just stay here? Or does that not matter for me to deal with?
I would imagine that these are chests of offering to Xylia, and based on her depiction, seems like that they may be here to help out those who follow her whenever they need. Maybe some spare coins, spare change throughout time.
Okay. That wasn't an answer to my question, but...
What are you think you asked about if they need to stay here, right?
No, if they're in the correct location in the temple.
Oh.
As if someone has moved them around. That was the...
Oh, gotcha. So after he's like,
I'm not stealing the chests. They stay.
Yeah. They definitely have been moved. These are the ones that held your belongings in the past, so somebody definitely has repurposed them since you arrived.
Okay, I'll put that up to the goddess herself, or the people in charge of caretaking this temple.
Is there anything else you guys do while you're down here?
Have I been in a temple? Sorry.
No, you're good. Go ahead.
Have I been in a temple to Xylia before?
Other than the one within Zista, the Church of the Awakened Few, where there is a designated zone for each of the Awakened Few gods. No, not outside of Zista. You've heard of this Shrine of Time. It seems to be outside of Zista, the main focus temple that was carved centuries ago, probably back roughly around after time's alignment ended and time began. This temple was created for the goddess.
Understood.
Do the gears on the wall move?
You go up and approach them.
Mm-hmm.
Roll an investigation check.
That is a natural 20 for a total of 21.
Hey. Find our Reese's cup.
Yeah.
Let me see. Knock season 3. That is Knock's second nat 20 of season 3. Ooh, okay. So as you do approach those, the holy symbol depicted on the left-hand wall, you do see they are not physically on the wall. It's like a depiction painted in there. However, you can see in the center of the 3 gears, there does seem to be a carved out section that seems to be in the shape of the holy symbol again in the wall.
Does that move?
The actual slot, the slot itself doesn't move, but you do notice as you're looking further, there seems to be one in each of the gears themselves. It's not in the center. Yeah, it's in the center of each of the 3 gears.
And it looks like the symbol to Xylia, the little
Yes.
bracket.
What's up?
Can I borrow your holy symbol for a second?
I guess, but I'm gonna keep it around my neck the best I can, or at least in my hand. I'm gonna undo it because I was about to pray with it. So like,
I wanna try to fit it into one of them and see if it does anything.
I hand it cautiously off to Knock.
Okay. I'm not gonna break it. I put it into the slot and see if it'll go in.
It breaks immediately.
All right, you place that the piece in the slot there, and it does seem to fit perfectly in the space. As you do fit it into that space, the gear that you're on seems to have like a faint bronze glow.
Hey,
Ooh.
Yamakowski.
We need 3 of these. We need
we need one more.
paladin of Xylia. Follow Xylia.
Yamakowski, come here. We might as well try it with 2.
Yeah, no, I'm coming over. I'm coming over.
Gonna drag some poor paladin from Ladris. Come on,
no,
we're on an adventure.
I'm pretty sure the guy above the temple is gonna have a holy symbol to Xylia.
Yeah, he gets a little beeper alarm. Someone's fucking around with this holy symbol holes.
Holes! Anyways.
And slide his in there.
Alright, you put his into another one. Bronze glow of that gear, so there's one gear that is still dormant without a holy symbol in it.
I guess we need to find another holy symbol
somewhere in the temple.
I was about
roll
to
an
ask
investigation check.
Yeah.
And while Yamakowski, you're doing that, Knock, please roll a D1000.
Okay. All right. So
for that
do
nat 20
3D.
investigation.
Do we just do 3D10s? Is that what we do? Or is one of them a D100 to determine the... I'll just go in order.
Yeah. The first one is like the 100th, then the 10th, and then the
Okay. 9,
Okay, so 900,
5,
950,
4. 954.
954. I'm so happy we're doing these again.
Me too. Okay.
Oh my god.
It's hard to move. I have a cat right here sleeping on me. So
Oh, sweet baby.
sweet baby. All right. So Yamakasi, you start looking around the room and after you put that the second holy symbol in, you're looking around your immediate area, and then right wedged into like the bottom of the wall, like there seems to be like a crack area where it almost probably bits have fallen out over time, and there does seem to be like a long little metallic like thin rod that is sticking out of the wall.
I would grab it for sure.
Okay.
That's my shit.
So you do grab it, and on the very end of that metallic rod, that seems it has like almost like an oval shaped end right there, like where you can grip your fingers in, and you pull it in, and there seems to be some like almost like you don't really know what plastic is, but like kind of like that rubbery feel in a blue color with several like holes in it, and it's like in the
Oh, it's a
shape
fly
of
swatter.
kind of like this.
It's a what? It's a
It's a
fly
It's a
swatter?
metal fly swatter. I had a feeling it was a metal fly swatter, but he wasn't giving me scale, so I was kind of struggling with that part.
I thought it was gonna be a back scratcher.
Me too. I thought back scratcher too.
And you have it, and you kind of like in your hand, and you can feel like that like end of it kind of like flexes a little bit, and then makes like a.
Racket, come here.
If you hit me with a fly swatter, I'm very upset. Bracken's gonna pick up a halfling like, no, this is not okay.
Yamakasi, what was your investigation check?
I got a nat 20, so it's
Oh
total
my
26.
Holy
God.
fucking gods!
I didn't want to interrupt, guys. I'm sorry.
No, you're allowed.
I need to change your name from Eileen to Yamakasi on here.
Oh, thank you.
See,
I feel like every devil who owns my soul is also doing that in their paperwork.
Yeah, there's like, okay, and a change of title.
Damn, I guess.
So Yamakasi, you check over the perimeter of this entire temple in here, and you don't see another holy symbol of Xylia, but roll a d1000.
All right. Same biz. I'm gonna just roll. So I got a 4, 6, and a 9.
Nice.
469. Nice.
Yeah, nice.
Okay. That's interesting.
Goddamn,
Uh-oh.
please be
Oh, boy.
game breaking.
It's a copperhead pit viper. Like,
Yeah, like a poison. Yeah.
So, Yamakasi, you find behind, like on the back corner of Xylia's statue, on one side, kind of tucked away in the corner, there does appear to be like the skeletal skull of a creature. A creature that does seem to have its head is like kind of big, like if you grabbed it, it would kind of fit over your head, and it's got two curving horns up on its side. There's two eye sockets in the area, and I would say roll a nature check to try to determine what creature this might have come from.
all right, I'm gonna use Blinky for this nature check. Okay, so give me just 1 second.
Mm-hmm. My D1000 list is so fun and chaotic.
I think
Said
Nox is
nature.
having fun with the fly swatter currently.
I got a
It's
21.
like probably too much fun with it.
21. So you've never seen one in person, but you have read a book of animals from distant lands in your travels. You are able to discern even without seeing the skull in those books. It does look like it may be the skull of maybe like a bull, and
Oh, man.
it does seem to fit. Like if you put it, it could fit over like the top of your head, and you got horns that curve up and forward.
So he's a freaking Texas Longhorn fucking skull.
So my question though is
Did I get that
Is
bit
it
right?
this-
Because that's hilarious.
yeah, I think so. Is it there on accident, or am I getting the feeling that like this is there as somebody's offering to Xylia, or like
It seems really out of place.
The gods are fucking with you.
okay. Hey guys, look at this neat thing. It's like a
Neat thing
like
too.
a it's like a big cow thing.
Oh god. No, that
What?
I'm gonna try and immediately take the fly swatter away from you.
No.
All right, you're trying to
What?
take it. You can roll like a I guess that would be either strength to try to wrestle it away from Knock.
Can I use Dex to try to get away from him?
Yeah.
What you ought to do is just roll a bunch of
Contested?
dexterity saving throws because you're about to get smacked the shit out of. Like, go to grab her.
what?
She takes
Like-
a leap and just smacks the shit out of you 3 times.
Yeah, let me just roll like a straight Dex, I'm guessing, right?
Yes.
Does anyone want the cow skull? I think I'm gonna.
I ain't no redneck.
It's an 18.
I ain't got no truck.
What'd you get, Bracket?
I got 19.
Aw.
No.
Knock,
You
you try to
can
grab
keep-
away, and Bracket grabs it out of your hand. You're holding on to
Why?
it gently, but he has a tight grip on it now.
I
You can keep it as long as you never hit me with it. Once?
not even once.
You get one. I'm saying you get one.
I get one.
One.
Ooh,
Ever?
Get
save
out of your
it though.
system.
Save it.
Yeah, ever.
Or save
I'm
it.
holding on
Jin
to
Jin
that.
Rash goes, or save it for later.
Yeah, it doesn't have to be
I'm
right now.
holding on to that. I put it away.
In your
Oh my God,
villain to hero monologue,
We're gonna be
you like
drunk at a bar, and Knox be like,
This
I
is a
got
slap
one.
bet.
Yeah, I was about to
This is
say
like
you
a
now have a slap bet like against Marshall and Barney.
Yeah,
Like,
exactly.
It
I love
really
that.
is. I have one on hold.
I thought it was funny, so that's why we continued.
against the hero of time. Like I love that.
He's
For
the
all
best.
of
You just
time.
wait till like he defeats the BBEG. We're right about to celebrate, and you just walk over to him like laying on the ground and just whack the shit out of him. I love that.
God damn it, I forgot about that.
Yeah. You'll never see it coming.
Yeah.
Are you gonna
Yeah,
hand
Mikhail, so
me
you're leaving-
the Texas Longhorn skull?
Yeah, I don't know. Does anyone want it? Because otherwise, I'm probably just gonna leave it.
Can I take
Not
a look
not
at
leave it. What's that?
I'd like to take a look at it.
Yeah, definitely. If you aren't gonna take it, please take it with you outside of the temple, at least.
What I'm thinking is that like it belongs in nature, not in a random temple.
Yeah, that was kind of my thought. Is like,
Yeah.
I'm sure she wouldn't
and-
mind if someone had left it here, but since it's just here, and you know,
I have
Andrew,
jokes about
the,
this, but don't remember them.
Okay.
Andrew, DM to you, Andrew. It almost looks like you might be able to put it on and just run and like hit enemies. Dead Rising.
I love that.
I imagine so like, if I put it on my head, does that even? I mean, I have a tiny little head.
Oh, you can wear
your
it,
head
100%.
fits into that skull knock.
No problem.
Does it go over all the way, or does
Oh,
it?
yeah.
Go...
It's
Anybody
essentially a
else with
helmet.
a normal size head can like fit it, and it like fits just like over their temple, but they can't fit it all the way. Knock, you can like
Yeah.
fit your head in it, and there
Like
are
a
2 eye
helmet.
sockets, so you can still see through it.
I think you should make that a helmet. You look sick.
I feel like this isn't really my vibe.
Okay, how about we
Yeah, I
wait for
feel like
like
if we're gonna do like
you can carve
crazy
it
animal
down, make it
helmet
to a
for
different
Moth,
shape or something.
Yeah, you can
we
paint
should-
it.
That's true.
we
can
can
paint
keep the cow's skull since it's the right size for your head, and then put like animal like antlers. You know what I mean? Like
We got options.
Like,
we got
How
options.
heavy
Like
is this
something.
thing? Doesn't this thing weigh like 40 pounds or something like that?
I don't
That's
know.
like
I'll
as
look
heavy
up.
as I am.
I'll look up
What's
a Texas
your strength
Longhorn
modifier?
skull.
My strength modifier?
Yeah,
I don't think it's very high. It's 2.
2. So you can lift it. If you were an average person, you might be like somewhat struggling with it, but with your 2, it is enough to like still hold it and put it on your head. When it's on your head, you do feel the
It's a
weight
little
of it,
bulky.
but it's not like it's like holding you like
gonna
you're gonna
try,
fall to the
like-
ground.
They're
Like, how
just
well
under
can I
15
draw-
pounds.
How well can I draw my bow as I'm like wearing this? I'm not gonna like load it. I'm just
Mhm.
trying to pull everything back. Like, is it awkward? It must feel awkward.
Roll
okay.
a dexterity check.
Trell
I'm
can
imagining this doesn't work well.
Trell can enchant it, give you magic seeing crap. You
Oh.
got this. Don't worry about it.
9.
9. It kind of really interrupts with your line of sight when you're
Yeah.
aiming with the
I
bow.
can't.
It probably could be modified in a way where you can see well through it,
We'll
but
get
right
lenses.
now it does not.
We have the sniper
This
rifle
is a-
optics.
This is a maybe. This is a maybe for the future. Maybe.
I
But
mean,
also,
I can just
I feel like
like strap it onto
someone
my
else
backpack.
would look better with it than I do.
I mean, if it's a maybe,
Okay.
I can just strap it onto my backpack and we can bring it along. Like,
Yeah, we can bring it with us.
yeah, no worries.
It's a
You don't have to
maybe.
carry it.
We can put it on our cart. Be like all the cool kids.
Yeah.
Oh yes,
Yeah.
Oregon Trail styles. Let's all get dysentery.
Yeah, we can like tie it to the front, and then it kind of looks like a
It's
little...
a hood ornament.
Yeah.
Now we're rednecks. Brian would be so happy.
Right.
Uh,
So as you guys decide what to do with this bull skull, what else are you guys doing? Oliver, what are you doing while they play around with this?
So
Also, we pull our symbols back out. By the way, like we're not just leaving.
Yeah.
Oh,
them
yeah, I'm
there.
not leaving it in the wall for no.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
so
no,
this is still in the temple, correct?
Yeah, we're still in the
Yes.
temple. After finding the skull, we were just bullshitting because it's why is this here?
I feel like I would have lost interest in all of that. I would have just sat down and read my book.
Okay.
fair.
You're not very a religious, godly type.
No.
So.
He
Nope.
believes in science.
Nerd.
Though it did slightly pique your interest once you saw those gears glow
Yes.
once they put that
was,
in there.
That was curious. Yes.
But now we've stopped fucking around with that. So we're boring.
We should probably go upstairs, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah, we gotta go talk to that guy.
So I'm
I
gonna.
am in a mental note myself to like ask him if he's got a holy symbol though.
Mm-hmm.
Jinrash asks, should we take more of the oil?
Now if
You
we're
know,
gonna go
it's
see the
someone's
guy, if he's
job
the
to
guy who's
replace
cleaning
it,
this
right?
up, we shouldn't steal stuff before we see
Yeah.
them. After.
I don't think we should. We don't need it.
This is the urchin in bracket coming out. He's lived on nothing.
We could use oil for so many things.
And we have plenty of it on hand already from the last time.
Yeah, you guys don't need to steal oil from a temple that you are supposed to
Also,
protect.
anyways, you're right. We don't because our friend here apparently has some rich friends that are going to be funding our journeys.
Yeah, definitely. 100%.
I enjoy that you've just volunteered, Delson. Hey, Delson, so I need cash.
Because it's never gonna be Yamakowski asking.
Nah.
And like, also, as far as he's concerned, like, we have a dragon's hoard worth of cash just somewhere. I don't know where, but like, it's
That's
there
gone.
somewhere. I mean, he doesn't know
went
that
into
though.
the void.
Yeah,
That went into the void for sure.
Yeah, well.
That shit's in the astral sea. That's where it is.
yeah. There's a lot of gold, a lot of golden lava floating around the astral sea right now.
All right. Anything else? Any prayers to Xylia?
As
Anything
everyone
else in the temple?
leaves, I'm going to wait a second before as they go up the hallway, and I will sit.
Am I
Kneel
allowed
with
to
my-
awkwardly mill there with you? Because I have one as well.
Sure.
All
It's
right.
like,
So
oh, you're going first? Okay.
Knock and Oliver, you start ascending.
Yes.
I'm
Okay.
going
So-
to,
And Knock, did Vane come
Yeah.
down with you guys, or did Vane stay
I
up
was
at top?
gonna wonder, can Vane fit down the stairwell?
Yeah, Vane can fit.
Yeah, she could come down. Why not?
Cool. All right.
Would
So
she-
Knock
would
and
she like
Oliver,
Appa?
you got and Vane, you guys head up the staircase. But while you guys are doing that, Bracket and Yamakowski, you guys stay behind in the temple.
yep, I'm going to kneel, like, the soldier kneel with the sword and my shield, and be like, okay. I had this thought of before, but I didn't write it down because why
I
would
have
I
mine
do
written
that?
down. Do I have to read it out loud? I'm feeling a little bit like gun shy at the moment about it.
You can tell Brian later. It's fine.
I have it written.
That's good. I'm gonna go. Sorry.
I feel like that's how Bracket would start.
It is. Sorry. This is new. You know that. We've had this conversation probably. Please do your best to guide me to whatever the next light is that shines towards fixing this shit. I just want to figure it out. I'll do my best. Thanks for the help. I hope he doesn't die. I've been informed he tends to trend that way. So, but thank you. And I get up, and I even awkwardly kind of, because you're still standing, and be kind of like, okay, your turn.
Roll a religion check, Bracket.
It's like you guys are at the urinal.
Yeah.
Pretty much.
Oh, nat 20!
Hey!
This dice has been
Session. Oh
this
my
dice
God.
has been rolling them in the background without me like doing anything when I've not been rolling for stuff. It's been rolling 20s the whole time.
Yeah.
That's
Hey, at least
actually
you got
really
one though. Good.
that's a perfect nat 20 for that moment right there.
Yeah, the awkward talking to my god, then shuffle around each other.
All right, and Yamakowski?
I'm gonna like. I feel like I wouldn't do like a paladin kneel. I feel like it would be way more warlocky.
That's fine. You pray how you pray.
Yeah.
That's how religion works in this world.
But
Okay.
yeah, I mean, mostly I'm just gonna say the same words that I said when I like took my oath.
Okay.
Bracket
And when
doesn't
I'm-
know his oath at all.
When
You said
I
you didn't-
stand up, go ahead.
You said you didn't want to say them. You'll like just let me know exactly later, or is
Yeah,
it
I have them
exactly
written
what you
down.
said?
It would be the same thing that I said, but it's the same words that I wrote it a while ago. It's
Okay.
in the item description of the sword that she gave me.
Okay. All right,
Um,
roll a religion
yeah,
check
basically, I'm
after
just
you
like-
finish.
Okay. I'm just like apologizing for making mistakes and saying that I'm going to make it better. My religion check is probably not great. Give me 1 second. Yeah, that's a good old 10.
So I had to use all religious vibes this time.
I'm literally just not good at being good. That's literally just
So finish it up. You don't have any like immediate feel afterwards, especially with like that kind of bad afterglow of the high that you said. And you're kind of in the like, am I doing anything right yet? I followed down the path, but like I still don't feel like I'm doing right. And you're a little bit like uncomfortable about it, but you feel good that you've said this piece now in front of like a statue for Xylia, kind of like conveying those feelings. So it's a little bit of comfort without any reassurance.
With
But-
that like feeling of like comfort but not reassurance, I turn to Bracket and I'm like, just so you know, I'm pretty sure you're the one who's supposed to fix it, and like I was brought to you to help. So like no pressure, but I'm pretty sure we're on the right path.
I think so. We'll figure it out. I'm sure. I hope. I pray to her that
Yeah,
she
no, but I
guides
just
us if
mean,
we're
like-
fucking this shit up.
I just meant like I it sounded like you wanted to like be led to someone. I think you're the one that everyone's being led to, kind of thing.
I more meant towards what the next goal is, because I don't know how we go about fixing a lot of things, just because I don't have that knowledge. But I know people
lot of
out
time-
there do.
Yeah, in
I
my
just need the
experience, it's always
guidance.
some really weird lady named Aunt Icky.
Okay, well maybe we'll go visit her.
And
We should.
And at that moment, Bracket Bolt kind of like climbs up on your shoulder and says, "Hey, I did just receive some guidance from Xylia
Ooh.
for the next tasks. At watch later tonight. Take it alone. We can discuss moving forward."
Okay. I just say I'm
Ooh.
sure he can't, because he's in my head, right?
You, Yamakasi just hears a bunch of mouse chatter, but it's actually speaking out loud, but you can just perceive what he's saying.
Okay, I got you.
So
Uh,
Yamakasi, you just see this mouse come up on his shoulder. Bracket looks, and the mouse is just talking in mouse.
And
then
you
Bracket
can
just
see
goes,
me intelligently understanding.
Cool.
Okay, good deal.
I'm literally just gonna wave at the mouse again and be like, "Aw, look how cute."
He's pretty cool. We should get out of here. Is there a torch putter outer? Like the snuffer?
roll a perception check as you're looking around.
Oh, I have something for that actually.
Oh, cool.
I can do
sweet.
all that.
But that was an 18.
You do see one at the right on the side of the wall, towards the exit of the temple.
Okay. You have something for it? What is it?
I do. I was waiting for you to start putting them out so I could just get the last one and be like, "I helped." It's just a control flames spell. I can just snuff fires if I want.
Oh, okay.
Look,
Then can you
Andrew.
just snuff the top? I won't have to like walk this all the way back down in the dark.
Yeah, no worries. I'll just
I put it
snuff
back
them
on
as
the
we
wall.
come up.
All right, and you guys start heading out the entrance.
Yep.
Yeah.
All right, Knock and Oliver, as you guys are walking up the stairs, silent. Anything you guys talk about?
I think Nock's gonna try to play it a little cool.
Yeah, didn't you have a dream of me?
The cool has died.
Vane will be like,
Not exactly, but yes, kind of. Yes. Yes.
So you dreamed that I would meet you all.
Okay, so there's a really, really old monkey.
Did you say monkey?
Yeah, in my village, in my tribe.
Monkey. Okay.
He's like hundreds, thousands of years old. He's really old. And he kind of like he sometimes like hangs out at my treehouse and like drinks my tea
Smokes
and
your
stuff.
weed.
He's a nice little guy. He's kind of like a protector of our tribe, and he gives people visions. And normally you go when you're like, important, and you go see him and he gives you a vision. It's like, okay, here's what you're supposed to go do. But our tribe was attacked like Like 3 days ago? Question mark? Ish.
No.
Rough.
Wish I
I'm
heard
sorry,
that you
roughly
would
what-
have
like a
yelled, you're
um.
important.
Hold
I hope your
on.
home.
So
I hope your home is all right.
it's been like 5 days.
5 days. 5
His
days.
travel.
Okay. I hope so too. So when it was attacked, the chieftain of my tribe basically made a snap decision to send me to go renegotiate a treaty. And then the monk kind of put drugs in my face. Kind of, not quite. It's really like an aromatic thing. It like gives you visions, and the vision I had was you pulling, I think, a flower out of a portal. In your apartment.
Huh.
And it just kind of felt like he was telling me I had to find you, and then you kind of found us.
Funny how
However,
that works.
you remember about 5 to 6 days ago, you were in your apartment and practicing with with that displacement spell, and you did successfully cast it, pulling. I don't remember what exactly it was, but let's just say it was a flower for
It
now.
was, from what I remember.
Hmm.
I'm not 100% sure, but I think it was.
So you know she had
So,
seen you as that happened, or they had seen you. Sorry.
so yeah, I don't know exactly like what purpose you were brought here for, but I feel like it's
I'm
just to
trying to
help us.
still trying to figure that out for myself.
We're doing
I
some
know I'm
sick
looking for
magic.
my.
That's his job.
I know I'm looking for my dad. I would really like to know where he went.
When did he leave?
About a year ago.
Do you have any leads at all? I'm pretty good at tracking.
All I have is that. All I have is that stone, right?
And a letter that he wrote you.
Right.
That's what set you out on this journey that led you here.
Right. Yeah, I have a letter and this strange stone, but other than that, I don't have anything.
Can I look at the stone? I don't want to pry on the letter, but
I will pull it out of my pack and.
As he is pulling out of his pack, you guys are getting very close to the top of the entrance that gets to the outside. And Knock, as he's kind of like pulling it out, you feel a very heaviness in the air that wasn't there before.
around the stone or around outside?
Feels like coming from outside.
So it feels like
I-
what?
A very heaviness in the
A
air.
weight in the air.
Hmm.
I'm gonna wait at the stairs. I'm gonna.
Do I feel that too, or is it just not?
Not caught it first, and as you kind of like saw them kind of like kind of freeze and kind of like start perceiving around, you started feeling it too. It's almost like this like heavy corruption in the air, almost like a dark presence.
Ew.
I don't
I'm
like
gonna
that.
use,
I don't like that feeling.
if we can wait here long enough, if nothing happens, I'd like to use primeval awareness.
Okay.
A minute. I know a
You
minute
got a
is a
minute if
long
you're waiting
time
for
in
us.
D&D.
If you're waiting for us to walk up
Yeah.
the hallway from our little prayers, that's about a minute.
That's my. I think at this point, if I feel like a heaviness, that's what I'm gonna do and use primeval awareness.
Okay.
So, sense favored enemies within 5 miles. Learn which favored enemies are present, their numbers, general direction, and distance, and if there's multiple groups, I learn this info for each of them. humanoids and elementals.
Gotcha. 1 second. So 1 minute goes by and your primeval awareness goes off, and you do feel the one presence directly above you, more towards like the top of the cliffside. There seems to be one presence directly kind of in the alcove where you guys came for the top of the Shrine of Time, and you feel, how far is it? 5 miles?
Yeah.
5 miles. Yeah.
You feel hundreds throughout, down, and all around you. Like, not directly near you, but within that 5-mile range. Little small humanoids, almost like there must be some cavern or some sort of cave system around this cliffside. And there's these small humanoid presences moving through it like ants through an anthill.
Does it feel similar to like, oh, I know that there's kobolds in the area because of Bracket, right?
Because I smeared one of
Yes.
them bitches.
Because he killed some, so maybe it's like a kobold colony.
I'm gonna
Okay.
just smear some more kobolds.
At this point, Bracket and Yamakowski catch back up to you guys
I would
about,
kind
I'd
of,
say, 20 feet before the top of the staircase.
Yeah. Before we
I would
step
kind
into
of
the
like
light.
hold out my hand and like just give you a warning that there's something out there. I think I would like to go out first.
Wait. Can I use divine sense?
Sure. I'd let you do that first.
All right, I want to use divine sense. It's an action.
It's 60 feet, and what does it detect?
Fiend, celestial, or undead.
Use your divine sense, and nothing within that range is detected.
Oh, okay. Well,
Okay.
I tried.
Diddly dang.
I'm gonna kind of crouch down because we're coming up from a staircase, right?
Yeah.
So
Mhm.
I'm gonna kind of do the thing where I can kind of like get my head just to where I can see.
Are you
I'm
sure you
gonna
want to go first, though?
Yeah,
I'm gonna stand
You've got a
absolutely
longbow.
still because I have a horrible stealth.
I'm the stealthiest person, I think, here.
That actually might be true. I'm pretty stealthy, though.
Also, if Nock can get out and
I'm
like
just gonna
able
try-
to
I'm-
move, Nock can run and gun, while everyone else can just run out to just if it is a enemy.
And my bird that can fly 60 feet could pick me up and I could fly around somewhere as well.
Yeah, you're not wrong about that part. That is a good one.
Yeah, you just
Alright,
have a
alright,
turret. You just have
so you
flying
peek over the
turret.
top of the staircase?
I don't go fully out. I just kind of, I peek my head to where it's like I can see this is the top of the stairs and I can see just quietly.
Roll a perception check.
Okay.
I'm standing absolutely.
That is a 15.
15? Okay. Alright, peering over the staircase, you see standing in the direct center of the alcove, there does appear to be a single kobold standing there. But something seems off from what you normally detect with kobolds. It seems, as you look closer, you can see kind of like with every breath, there's almost like a blackened haze that escapes out of its maw with every exhale. Its normal golden eye colors do appear to be as black as coal. And its usually smooth red tail does appear to be covered in like a shadowy aura with 2 blackened spikes that swing back and forth as its tail whips. In its hand, it seems to be holding something, but you can't quite tell from your angle.
Do I have a clear shot?
You could take a shot.
Gotta take your shot.
Yeah,
Take your shot.
Shoot your shot.
I think I take my shot,
Shoot your shot.
Roll to hit.
and I get Vane ready to fly me out.
Just eye contact.
Ooh, that is a good roll. That is. I
Just
did
blows his brains
not
out.
say sharpshooter, unfortunately, because I could have. That's a 28 to hit.
That does hit. Roll your damage.
Just blows his poor
Alright.
Kobold's brains out without even like knowing what's happening yet.
Oh, I know something's happening, and I don't like it. That's enough for me. That is 10 piercing damage.
I think we're about to piss off an
10.
ant hive.
10
for sure.
piercing damage. You take the shot and it goes straight for the kobold, and it kind of like it was able to see you, and as it sees that coming, it kind of like holds up its hands in defense, and you could see a blackened orb that was in its hand. And as your arrow pierces right through the orb and hits the kobold in the head, you see the orb just shatters, and a bunch of electricity just seems to surge across its body. And then through its body, like it's channeling the electricity itself through the orb, the kobold's body falls, and a lightning bolt goes straight up, and darkened clouds appear ahead, surrounding the alcove. And that is where we will end this month's session.
Fuckity fuck fuck.
Interesting.
Fuckity fuck fuck.
Interesting.
Hey,
So
you took out the
wait,
first.
so-
you took out him.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, the low level thing that clearly is called in. Hey, I died. Back up.
I don't think that's
So-
exactly what's happening.
No,
Maybe.
it's
Well-
more complicated than that, I think. But
Well, we'll have to figure out at next month's session, which we will try to get one in before Christmas.
I think we should.
Goals.
I think we should.
I hope
We
so.
could try, but
I
I
think
don't know that I'll be able to be honest.
Second
Like,
or
Can't
third week of
guarantee.
December. We will try to find a date. Second or third week of December.
we can try.
we'll
We
see.
can give it a shot.
In the
We'll
wise
talk in the
words,
chat
in the wise,
this
in the
week.
wise words of Matthew Mercer, we can certainly try. We can certainly try.
Well,
Tuesdays and
thank
Thursdays.
you all.
Tuesdays and Thursdays.
Thank you for coming, everybody, for this. This was a fun, honestly, a roll chat travel. This honestly was honestly needed. The new Misfits needed some bonding. Like, hey, let's get all our
We need to
ducks in
catch
a
everyone
row.
up.
What's happening here?
Yeah.
So it was definitely needed.
I had a lot of fun.
So
I-
we'll talk in the next week or so to try to figure out when we're playing next. So
Yes, we should.
until
We
the
should.
next disaster, good night.
Guys.